Why'd you say shit for?
I was one button off.
You're one button off. Oh, hey. If he's so quiet, I don't like it. 1 second. That's better. Although they can't hear. Now they can hear it.
Not a bass. I don't know why I'm doing that.
I don't know. He's just trying to play bass, although it's like fucking blow a synth.
You could hold out.
Yeah,
You could do a synth like that.
You could, yeah. I am too. Oh yeah, I don't think you noticed this week.
Oh, I noticed it. I side-eyed that, but did Jacob say that he's too massively erect?
I too am massively erect.
His massive erect.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That dropped right the perfect time. Wow, yeah, that makes sense.
We're all erect. We're all erect here on a Friday.
Why is people are just saying ABC and up in the chat right now? Yeah, I thought it was low and then it wasn't low.
It was low and then it was not low. That's a different meow. That's a little cat.
It's a little cat.
Meow instead of an anime cat girl.
Yeah. There's still the oh woo sing, but like
right.
there's like a few like sounds for the guys to play with now. They're a little bit new.
Oh well.
See, it's still there.
There we go. There we go.
So
good.
for all those fans who are like for that Nico action,
I mean, I know everyone's
fucking weebs.
Everyone's just waiting. Fucking weebs. Everyone's just waiting for us to play Peach Beach Splash again.
I know.
We all know it. We're all aware that we'll have to finish it at some point.
We're all aware that people love the Peach Beast and they love that splash. But you know what? It's our favorite day of the week.
What day is it?
It's Friday.
Why is it your favorite day of the week?
Because it's time for the player versus player talk show.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You love that fundament too much.
Oh, I'm going to use that.
Apparently, Dean's at hospital. At least that's what I'm led to believe right
Jesus
now.
Christ!
So he's watching this from hospital.
Did he get in some kind of masturbatory accident?
Yeah. So he pulled his wang a bit too much, ruptured one of the muscles. He had to get like a muscle repair.
That's what it's happened to all of us.
Yeah. Sometimes we've all just absolutely fucking pulled that.
You just get too into it.
Just too into it, yeah.
And your arms go.
Just your arms go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Feel better, Dean.
Yeah. Feel better, mate. So yeah, I mean,
I'm not saying he was actually in a wanking accident.
We can't confirm or deny that.
I don't know the facts, but I'm going to say he's probably not in hospital because he had a massive wank.
You know, there's people that have went to hospital for massive wanks.
There's people who went to hospital for all kinds of things.
Yeah.
But in this case, I don't think that's what it was.
No, I don't know. I don't want to speculate. This show's going to be full of
I don't know what he does in spare time. Leave it at that.
Fair.
That's where we're leaving it.
Just gonna leave it like there. Yo, watching you in the gym. Hannah's watching us in the gym.
We're not in the gym, Hannah.
I know. I mean, if you think my ass has ever graced a gym, I certainly haven't graced a gym. I don't know this man.
Who's Jim? Get outside.
Oh, the oldest dad jokes in the book.
Get out of gym. You can have a wife and kids, and you're just all up in him.
Yeah, Jesus. What do you like? And don't say big dicks and vodka. Anyway,
Oh, sorry, she doesn't like vodka.
Now you're here.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You gotta stop that. That's a great time you used that in 10 minutes.
I can't hit the button anywhere else. I have to wait. I have to wait all week. I save it up, and I have to get it out.
You just get like massive. You just like pent up.
Yeah, this stream blue balls me at home because I don't have a button that says that makes sense.
I get to actively stream for it the week, which means I get some of that bluesness out, and you're stuck there building up blue balls for streaming. It's a real shame. Watching where I always am, hiding in my room and pretending I don't exist. I mean, effectively, that's what we do when we stream.
Yeah, we don't exist.
Yeah. Figments of everyone's imagination, collectively.
What if we're all
I was getting people, I don't know, in trouble yesterday, but I was certainly putting them in precarious situations. They decided to listen and watch the stream in their work with Bluetooth headphones on,
right,
and then go out of the Bluetooth distance, which means
it disconnects and then it comes out of your
yeah. And I say weird things. Yeah.
You're lucky I wasn't there.
Yeah, because I would have said weirder things.
Intentionally started saying weird things.
See, well, I didn't know what happened until after the fact. So I was like, "Yep, the thing happened." And I'm like, "Oh no, what did I say?" And it's like, all I got were keywords, and I'm like, "That's bad."
Even the keywords are not good.
Even the keywords are not good.
Yeah.
Apparently, Dean is watching from the Whacking Award. That's an interesting.
Ooh.
I can't even have a Friday Night Whiskey ever. I feel like now that's been used as kind of public domain now. What? What's been public domain? Oh, really?
Yeah.
Was there a concern that wasn't public domain? and I putting us to shame. I said, here. I mean, you know, no shame people sitting around just doing their own thing.
Tara does have a fat ass, but it's like PH fat.
Oh, you mean thick with
Like,
2 C's?
I
I think the kids call that thick with 2
thick
C's.
she's CC thick.
Yeah.
She's 2 cc's of thickness.
CC's kind of like a car. As
Yeah.
well, so it's
She's
like
20,
high
20
performance.
20 cc's of thickness.
Like high performance.
Oh yeah.
Hey, Ocean, how you doing, man? You keeping well? You're looking well. Yeah, still got the best click in the world.
He never doesn't look well.
I know, right?
He makes me as wet as an ocean. And he should be able to like come over here soon.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we have to get everyone vaccinated before we can do that, though. Apparently, you and Tom did your time at the gym. You earned your wine.
I had my go on gym earlier on. He loved it.
Yeah.
My arms, my mouth is killing me. Like really sore jaw. all day.
Hot. Everyone's just meowing in the chat right
A
now.
lot of cats in here.
Yeah.
A lot of pussy in here.
Apparently, we're a very handsome imagination, according to Jake.
Oh you. Oh Jake.
Need 2 cc's to fix that. I'm good with thick. Thick thighs. Big world go round. I feel like that was very much established by your lad from Queen.
Isn't that ironic?
Yeah.
That he sung that song.
Well, I mean, you know, man knew what the world liked. Give it to them.
Big fat asses.
Yeah.
Ow. Well, I suppose was he not just talking about like? Was it a dragon? It was like a.
I think he just knew his audience.
Was he talking when were the big bottom girls really just like fat guys that he wanted to fuck?
Maybe, but I think he knew his audience. He was like, well, you know what? I'm in a generation that it's not.
I
Really
suppose
sociable,
he couldn't have
So he
made
could-
the song "Big Fat Cocks Make the World Go Round."
Exactly.
Which is probably what he
wanted to say. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he kind of looked at it as like, it's the 80s.
Yeah.
It's not as socially acceptable to say I want a cock in my ass.
Yeah,
But, you know,
like the video would have been like him like walking down the street while a bunch of like guys sit on bikes with dildos on them
Yeah.
instead of
I mean, that's what he probably wanted.
big chunky chicks on bikes.
And I respect that. I mean,
Yeah,
man knew what he wants, and that's cool. I like it.
you do.
But yeah. Hey, Henry, how you doing, man? You keep well? Keep well? Like an old.
I'm just gonna rub at you, hey Henry. Oh, rub.
Doing a shake wake in public's a power move.
Oh, if you bring a shit wig to the gym, people fear you.
I mean, a shake wake is just like asserting your masturbatory dominance across people, isn't
I don't even know.
Let me die.
it? You repurposed the sound from last week for,
Oh, yeah, that's
for,
right, yeah.
for public consumption now.
That's a bit now.
Yeah.
I don't really know how good a workout a shake weight is. I guess I suppose it is in a certain
Is it
way.
resistance training or?
It's more. It would probably be more
Core?
for like core stabilization
Yeah.
because you have to hold yourself still while you wank a robot,
Yeah.
or while a robot uses you as a masturbatory aid. That's
Yeah.
essentially what's happening.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
are the sheath for a robot penis.
You're essentially creating the ultimate orifice in your hands.
For a robot's dick.
So, I mean, if you want to give your partner the greatest masturbatory fucking...
If your partner is a robot.
Yeah. Or maybe you just want to give like your partner who has a penis just the weirdest experimental wank in the world.
Like, so you hold their penis and they have to run back and forth.
Well, I mean, more like you do that thing where like you don't really move, but you still move. So it's like to them, like their hands still, but for some reason,
No, like, well, the whole point of a shake weight is that you hold like,
Yeah.
you have to hold perfectly still,
Yeah.
and stay stable
Yeah.
while it shoots back and forth. So you would have to
I
hold the
think you
penis.
have to shake it yourself. I
No,
thought it was
no.
perpetual motion.
No, you would have to stay still while they go. and
Interesting.
essentially, fuck your hands.
See, I've never had my hands on one, so
Right.
I thought it was like you had to shake it, and the weights were on,
No,
like,
no,
some sort of
it's you
pillar
holding.
that-
It's you holding yourself still as the
Right.
balance is shifted back and forth. So you're like,
Oh, okay.
so
Didn't know that.
Yeah, you're essentially just wanking a robot.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Pretty
And who
cool.
say the robot uprising hasn't already begun? We're here giving them hand jobs. And
Well, you
people
know
are
what?
people are loving it. Ridiculous.
Okay, you want to know why?
I literally thought you were about to.
Because the signals are not going to. The signals are not going to.
Signals are not gonna. They're not gonna penetrate our tiny pyramid of bullshit.
Yeah, the bullshit pyramid is going to protect us. It's so pointy. Don't do that.
It has no smell at all. I
Don't
found
do that.
I found that.
I cleaned out a very chalky residue from it the other day. I wouldn't do that.
Smell it.
I don't know if the residue is loose for you to put it in your nose. I would rather you didn't have it in your nose.
Okay, no. I don't trust things that don't have a smell.
Fair. Yeah, I never used one. I thought it was the way JP was saying, but no idea. Oh shit!
It's squirt water.
That's look kind
If a shake weight, what do you call it again? A shake weight starts like squirting at you. Run away, because someone has just came on you while you use a shake weight.
Hey, stream dad, I'm happy the Daywalker uncle can join. Not a fucking Daywalker.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You're not a vampire.
People think I'm a vampire for some reason.
Think you're a vampire.
Is it the immaculate dress sense or the horrible haircut? Where did the vampire thing come from?
I don't know. People just thought you were a vampire one stream, and it was really fucking weird. Why are you a vampire?
I can't argue with that, because technically none of these people have ever seen me outside.
I have though. Many.
You're
a
not
time.
in here though. You're in here.
Yeah, but I mean,
You're in the box.
yeah, but I've also like known you for 27 years.
Yeah, but you could also be a vampire,
Huh?
like me.
You're not a vampire. Stop that. For a start, reason I know I'm not a vampire, because vampires don't look like me.
Well,
They look like
there
Brad
have to
Pitt.
be not every vampire is beautiful. Some of them look like us. I mean, no, they don't. We're not, because we're not vampires, so it's fine. We're two ghosts. That's it. We're actually not vampires. We're actually just ghosts.
spooky ghosts. Like the Randy Marsh thinks about when he's in the middle of detention cells.
There is a lot of semen in this room.
Yeah. There's a joke apparently going on. What's this joke? I want to be in on the joke.
The joke about us being vampires.
Oh, right.
Me being a vampire, sorry.
I see.
Yes.
I've never seen John and Dracula in the same room. That's all I'm saying.
That's a really solid point.
Not accepting that.
That's
I'm getting that. This is gonna get me.
It's a
angry.
really solid.
It's gonna get me angry.
Oh, that tastes like feet.
Awesome. Enjoy it.
I love taking a chance on a beer and it being terrible.
I've noticed that happens more often now. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Oh, it's an IPA. Okay. Unfortunately. How are you been? No. Obviously, you've had a week.
Stressed.
Just to rest.
I'm gonna get that.
Duress.
I actually, you know what? I'm gonna make a stressed thing,
Just be the consistent.
like a graphic.
Yeah.
That I could just press when I'm stressed.
Right.
Stressed. I'm never stressed when we leave the show, but I'm usually very stressed when we start.
Well, this show's kind of like your therapy,
The
right?
show.
We kind of unwind you for the weekends.
I would say this is the first time
kick-started.
all week that I'm not in front of a computer, but
Not in front of a
not in
computer
the
where you're
same
producing.
yeah.
No, you are producing something.
not in the same context though.
You're not doing art. I see.
Well, I do for the show sometimes,
but not right now.
but not right this second, unless we're doing a drawing.
Right now-
stream.
right now
But
it's-
right this very moment.
Right
no.
now, it's just a bunch of friends hanging out, right?
Yeah, it's just a bunch of cool guys touching tips, like we're doing under the table.
All right. He's abnormally tall and can crush anyone's head in his hands. Pale as fuck. I can handle hot climates. Man is based Diddy D, but and Irish. Man and Irish.
That's an astute point Mari's making there. Can't argue with that. I am very pale.
I mean, I know Irish man can handle hot climates. I mean, we're just not.
Some can. There's a very small amount of people.
Oh yeah, there's like the 5% of the population that for some reason that the Irish should just tan amazingly.
Yeah, like black Irish, like swarthy hair. It's like your dad's from Portugal. You're not Irish. You know you're not Irish.
There's definitely some
Yeah.
genealogy.
Or there's some non-Irish genes in there. 'Cause
Some
there's not
non-Irish genes
There's
in
not
there
a
just
piece
came
of
in.
ginger on you.
We have a ginger person coming in next week.
Oh my God! What?
Yeah, Cardinals.
Not on my fucking watch.
What? You can't
Right.
deny him.
Get him to shave his head before he comes in.
No, Jesus. He was bringing down treats. He was like, going, what alcohol he's want? I was like, don't bring us down alcohol. We don't need alcohol.
Wait, what? Yes, we do.
Well, he's going
I can't do this show sober. You're
Okay.
boring as fuck. I'm a joke.
That really hurt. That was really stuck. I cut me.
Don't turn down free alcohol. I'm sorry. I'll make it up to you after. I'll suck that.
It's one of those things where I didn't want to feel like he was obligated to. No, it was one. I'm happy to have you there. It's one of those ones like, so I was like, I'm gonna bring you down like presents. I'm like, dude, I'm just happy to have you there. Don't
Yeah,
you know, one of those ones.
his appearance will be the present. But
Yeah, that's the present, right?
But I would also like some present.
He might bring sake. I know you don't like
I
sake.
don't like sake. If he brings drink, let it not be sake. Or sake and
Plus,
something else.
I think he might bring something else other than the sake as well. I mean, I'll drink the sake.
Good.
But I'm going on my own alcohol journey soon, so that's fine.
Oh yes, why don't you explain what your
Oh, you gonna go grab the book? Well, I mean, I've been like rubbish everywhere.
fell off with you know.
I mean, I'm venturing into the realm of mead making. Yeah, next month I'm gonna start making my own mead. Because a friend of mine, James, from work, found this out and he was like, "I'm gonna drop you down a book." I was like, "What do you mean you're gonna drop me down a book?" He's like, "I got a book on mead." I'm like, "Okay." So I seeing this thing comes from a letterbox and I'm like, "What the fuck?"
See, when I saw the image you put up in this online, it was so like perfectly front on that I thought this was a kit for making mead, and I was like, I know what we're done on Friday, and then he told me it was a book,
Yeah.
and I've never been so disappointed.
I mean, so the thing is, right? See if we go to do this on the stream, you got to bear in mind that it's literally like fill water, put in honey, put in yeast, seal the container, done.
And then we just watch it for 9 months.
Well, not even like 2 weeks I think it's 2 weeks in its normal chamber, and then like 2 weeks in bottles.
Yeah.
But it's one of those ones where like we'd have to sterilize everything. So like
Right.
I don't know if we could do it on stream because there's just to make sure we don't poison ourselves. We need to sterilize literally everything the meat comes in contact
very
with.
true. So if we do it, will we just stand on a bunch of bees, and that's how you get meat?
No, we're not harming bees.
Right.
I'm not standing on bees. No,
So
we do have to use their honey, but I'm not standing on
all
them.
that bee standing practice I've gotten in. That's
You shouldn't practice that.
Shit. Right.
I would say transfer that practice to wasps
Right.
because they're bastards.
Right. I have some apologies to make then.
God damn it. Sushi and sake. I would fucking be well up for that there. Watch the mod RE, but Cosmic Bacon's Lady D and PVG is all the daughters. That's horrifying. I'll voice the new lines. Jesus, it's
Horrifyingly sexy. I wasn't standing on bees. I was only joking. You know, Jesus Christ.
Make killer bee meat. There's nothing different about it. The honey, it's just the average savage as fuck. One of those ones where like I'm gonna try like 2 batches, and if I can comfortably make 2 batches, then I'll start the weird side of it. Because like you can make mead, right? Standard mead is really fucking easy. It's just like I think it's for every fucking 4 liters or like a gallon of water, you need about a pound to 2 pound of honey in there and some champagne yeast, and that's it. That's all you gotta fucking do. You gotta obviously keep it like waterproof. You gotta keep it like airtight and so and dustproof and stuff, obviously, so that. And sealed so it ferments. So the yeast eats the fucking sugars from the honey and poops out alcohol. Yeah. But then if I want to try and get like a standard few batches done and say, okay, I can do this normally. It's fine. I've got this down. I'm comfortable. I'm confident I can do this. Let's start getting weird. Let's start putting apples in there.
Oh my god, get out of here.
Like almonds in there. Let's start making like flavored meats and shit. So like I'll start off pretty. I'll have my standard fare, but then I'll get a bit weird with it after a while. That's kind of like, oh my god, I just got my iPad. I'm gonna set it up now. Nice. You say I got the iPad with the pen to do the art.
So you can draw your pornography while you're sitting on the sofa, sitting on your house. While you're sitting on your house, you draw pornography on the roof.
I mean, Tara doesn't prop.
She draws pornography.
Okay, well,
we have pornography drawing nights. It's great.
Oh, great, but she does the iPad with the.
She draws thing, right? Pornography, and I draw her drawing pornography. But I'm also fucking her in the drawing that I'm drawing of her drawing.
Oh, so she's drawing you fucking.
Yeah. No, she's drawn something completely separate.
Right.
It's like she's drawn her own pornography,
right.
And then I draw a drawing of her drawing pornography that I'm being pornographic to her in the drawing that I'm doing of her.
Oh, right. So you're in the drawing that you're actually drawing with her, but she's drawing the other
I draw myself entering her.
Right.
As she's drawing porn for someone else. It's a ritual. It's fine.
I mean, I'm not judging.
Yeah.
I don't judge. I don't care to judge. I mean, what you do in your private time is all up to you to. But yeah, I'm never sure. Like, I'm sure Tara says like she does the same thing, like iPad with pen and stuff.
Yeah. That's what she uses to do quite a lot of her artwork now.
Yeah. So, I think it's the same system.
It's fun.
It's very meta. It's very, very meta. Yeah.
It's to be fair, you can only really start a trend if you are an artist and you're dating an artist. So it's very limited number of people who can take part in this trend. but I think that'll help with the exclusivity.
It makes the kink that much more exclusive. Yeah. So we finally beat now. You're more like, who invited you? What's this in relation to? I feel like I missed something here. Too meta for me to understand. I'm trying to get started the argument, but yeah. No, I mean,
so
get that big art.
Yeah, you're gonna make mead. I need to make bread.
Can we have a meat and bread night?
Yeah, we can have
have
like a whole big cookery day.
Yeah. I mean, it'd be one of those things where like I'll end up bottling after 2 weeks, and then after 2 weeks after that, I'll have like some meat, and then I can do that thing where it's like I can send a bottle of meat home with you, and all you got to do is bring the bottle back to me at some point, so then I can refill the bottle with more meat. You know.
See, if we're going to do a bread stream, if I made the bread,
we could have like a picnic, like a little meat, a little bread.
If I made the bread,
fucking onion, fucking chutney and shit.
If we started the stream with me making the bread, if it went for the same length of time that our normal ones do, it would be done by the time the stream was done, and the stream would end it would end with us eating bread.
I mean, so I know you want to do this cooking stream. I'm not against it. Love it. Just trying to get all this fucking equipment downstairs is honestly an anxiety-based nightmare that I'm just not comfortable with currently.
We'll give it a go. We'll
Unless we get the cooker upstairs.
Yeah, we'll do a dry. Right, disconnect your cooker.
Yeah.
We'll just start a fire in here. We'll set stuff on fire. It's good stuff.
So it's one of those ones where like I'm all for it. It's the reason why I want to build the second PC so we can do shit like that, because it's going to be a smaller form factor, easier to transport. And if that PC does go a bit skid whiffy, I'm not breaking my only machine. You know? Because that's a big fucker, and there's a lot of glass on that.
Keep my eye on you, bitch.
But yeah. Technically, Ronan and I do partake in art. Because
I see what you're saying.
They can get in on the trend then. In their own home.
I think they've already started the trend. I think they've already done a couple of double drawn. Dirty double drawn.
Meat and bread cooking stream, but yeah, like I know what it came down to. I was really like in the mood for meat, right? And I looked at the prices of meat, and I was like, shitting me. Like a bottle of meat's like 20 quid, right?
But you couldn't have thought to yourself, it'd just be cheaper to make it.
No, I did. I looked at it. I was like, for one bottle, that's like 15 to 20 quid.
See,
but then I looked at it, I was like, how much is like the amount of honey I would need for like a gallon batch, which is like 5 bottles? Like, it's like 12 quid. What the fuck? Why am I not just making my own?
See, this is the thing though. See, when you start making stuff for yourself, money is not the only investment. Time also becomes an issue.
Yeah, but that's why I thought about this, and I'm like, I'm gonna brew 2 batches before I start drinking. So then when I put the next batch on, I've still got like a stock.
You're already drunk, like a couple.
Not already drunk, but like
I'm already pissed.
No, I've got like the idea is like I want to get ahead of myself before I start consuming.
Honey is also very expensive. Like
you need about a kilo of honey, and
that would be more than 20 quid.
No, I looked on Amazon.
I mean, like a little thing of honey about that is like a $5.
I've looked on Amazon. I can get about a kilo of honey for about 12 quid.
Is it like
you can use any honey?
I know, but is it like a what kind of honey is it? Like
you just gotta use honey. It's just honey.
Yeah, but like if you went up to Tesco's right now and bought a jar, just like a little jam jar of honey, it would be about £8.
Yeah, but because Amazon's not playing for because Amazon don't have to worry about like shelf space, they can sell stuff cheaper, because what drives up prices in supermarkets is that you're paying for the premium shelf space, like they do for video games. Okay. It's the idea of shelf space.
So I need to tell Tara to go onto Amazon and just buy industrial vats of honey.
Like honey is cheap. I'll show you right, man. Like fucking
honey's not fucking cheap anytime I've tried to buy the fucking shit. Son of a bitch.
I'll show you right now, just to kind of give you an idea.
Sorry, chat. We're just doing some shopping.
But that's
the same price. That's a little tiny thing of honey.
Look at that price and look at the quantities. That's $5.99. Now you have to buy free at one time, but even then, a kilo of honey is only going to cost me 15 fucking quid. See what I'm talking about?
But that's almost an entire bottle of mead. Just buy.
Yeah, and then I get 5 bottles for the price of one.
But you have to make them.
That's what I'm saying though. But like, I'm saving money. I don't mind the time investment because it's just sitting there doing nothing. I don't have to actively get involved. It's not like beer making where I have to worry about temperature control.
Yeah, shit going on. Well,
like mead is the simplest thing to brew.
Here's the thing: if you make mead, I can make bread with your mead. You can because
You can make meaty bread.
The ingredients of mead are the ingredients of bread. As soon as you mention the word yeast, I'm fucking in there. I'm in there, son. Not because I have a yeast infection, but because well, obviously you need yeast to make bread. So
it's different type of yeast you'd use for making mead, though. Like you need like beer yeast or mead yeast or like champagne.
We'll see what happens.
Let's see what the chat was saying.
What to make a stew?
Oh yes, stew. Just drew a beautiful.
I used to do that as well. Draw pornography and just put it on the fridge. Remember I'd done that in school and got in trouble.
Oh yeah, I remember that there. Please. See, everyone's express. Yeah, some honeys are like $20 for one jar. There's so much things here. I'm just trying to catch up with the chat right now. But yeah, look at that. Look at that there. We've already delivered like 100,000 frames and no fucking drops. So happy we fixed it.
I'm so happy.
But yeah, no, but like, I mean, the way I'm looking at it, right, like, I don't mind the time investment for this here, because if I'm going to get 5 bottles out of it in 2 weeks, because you can drink it right away after the first 2 weeks. If you let it age for another 2 weeks, it just gets sweeter. So I'll leave it for the extra 2 weeks, right? But like, I can wait a month,
right,
not drinking the mead. And then if I get the first batch of the bottles for the first 2 weeks and I can get another batch going, means I'll have like, by month and a half, within a month and a half, I will have fucking 2 gallons of mead. I'm not short for mead at that point, right?
Right.
And at that point, I'll keep redoing it.
And then we're going to start selling the mead. I see.
I actually was, I was talking to Ronan about this, because, we chat to Ronan. And he was saying, like, it's like, yeah, you could just start, like, selling your meat across Belfast. Like, I probably couldn't
Where
I?
would you sell meat, though? Where would be
It's one of these things.
douchey enough to sell meat?
Anywhere, because you know what I've noticed? Belfast does not sell meat in any fashion.
Yeah,
if you,
probably a reason for that.
I don't think it's produced here. I don't think people know to produce
It's
it.
not. I don't think meat is not a very sexy drink, but we could make it a sexy drink.
That's the thing, right? That's the thing. Like, I think if you can market meat in such a way, like, I mean, imagine.
I've got it.
Right.
I've got it. The label just has a really sexy bee on it.
Yeah, a really sexy
like
bee.
the Lola Bunny of bees.
Meat in Belfast.
We can't use that. That's already being used by Made in Belfast. They'd just be like, "What are you doing? You stealing our shit? You stealing sued?"
But yeah, it's one of those things where, like, I just want to do it. Like, and it's one of those things. I know you probably heard this before when you start making breads. Like, as soon as I started mentioning it, people were like, "Oh, you can give me a bottle." I was like, "I haven't even made one yet."
To be fair, no, actually, no. People have straight up just asked me for those. They're like, "No, sure. The next time you're making one, get or can I have one?" It's like, it costs a fortune. Well, it doesn't cost a fortune, but no, it's mine. I only make one at a time.
I'm gonna have to give my friend James a bottle for that thing. Yeah. Like, it's one of those things like, "Oh, here, you give me a thing. Here's, want to try one of my meads." So, like, it'd be one of those ones. But yeah, like, it'd be one of those ones where I can get a few gallons going and I can just kind of keep making gallons of it. Then you know what ends up happening? You know what ends up happening? It's one of those things where it's like I appear in people's houses like, "Yo, I've got the good stuff." You want some of the home?
Tara coming in with the good. The need for mead.
Need for
I've got the need for mead.
The need for mead. But it's like, I don't even want to do it. It's not even so much I want to do it for like profiteering things. I just want to have
the crack.
I just love the taste of mead. I got a taste for it like 2 years ago, and it's just so hard to get a hold of here without paying. Like, I could have bought 6 bottles of it for 40 quid, but that's a lot of money.
Yeah, I remember we did. I think like we got like a case of it. Do you remember to your old house?
Yes.
And you were like, "Yeah, you can have a bottle," and then you just drank it all.
It was that good.
Son of a bitch. I was like,
it was that
good.
good.
Did I get that mead from him? Nah, it's gone.
I drank it because, like, I didn't realize how good it was until it happened. It's one of those things where, like, it's
if I would have broke into your house at 1 o'clock in the morning, you just would have been like, "No, no." Like, no.
Assassin's mead. Amazon has a cherry mead for 8 quid. Yeah, but like, I don't want cherry mead at the minute. Like, I prefer like make my own and then go a bit weird with it. Like,
I suppose that is technically what I done with the bread. The last time I made a loaf, I put 3 entire packets of cheese in it.
Oh wow, that was amazing.
It was. Oh, it was.
Yeah, traditional meat's like 12 quid, but for the price of like the 1 bottle, I could make 5. And if I'm only investing $25 a month and getting 2 gallons of mead made out of it,
I'm telling you, you're underestimating the making process. But we'll do it anyway. We'll do it for the crack and see what happens.
I've watched videos. It's actually not that hard. I've really been researching.
Wait until you do it, and then it's because you can look at bread. You look at bread making. You're like, any moron could do that, and then you try, and you're like, well, wait, what happens if you don't? And then the whole thing is
No,
wrecked,
but know what you just do? You get once you sterilize the bucket. Know what you do? You pour in a bunch of water at room fucking temperature,
Right.
and you pour in honey,
How
and
do you-
stir it, seal the fucking thing, and stick it in a cupboard.
How do you sterilize the bucket?
You just use a wash solution. You just create there's like these sterilization liquids, and you just obviously mix it with some water and just clean the fucking buckets
Right.
and clean the instruments.
What if it doesn't seal properly? How do you know?
Well, it's one of those ones that are like it's a seal bucket. It's like one of those like thing buckets that have like clip seals.
Okay.
And then has like a little like hole here where you put like the tube in to let the gases out. I've made beer
Trust me,
before.
anything that can go wrong, will
I have
go wrong
made
at least
beer
once.
before, and this looks easier than making beer, and I've done the beer before, and the beer was more complicated because beer you had to do 2-step processes and fucking continuous stirring. It was a fucking nightmare.
Okay. Dean is saying that we need to make jizz meat. Would he just put a bit of cum in there at some point?
That just sounds horrifying. I don't want to. I don't want to do that. That's considered bioterrorism.
What? If people know what's in it, then that's fine. If they're warned beforehand, then they'll buy it.
Maybe.
Mead with a touch of cum in it.
I'm just saying. I'm going to plan on doing this, and then if I can get it down, and if it can get done easy, because actually the kit I'm getting's got like a wee thing that you clip to the side of it when you're wanting to distribute, and it's just like a little pump fun, like a little pump funnel that like that helps you like fill the balls. without making
I'm
these
saying
hard.
something will go wrong,
Right.
but that just happens. Doesn't matter what
But
you
if
try.
I mean, if I can get it down and I can get practice in it and it goes well, why the fuck would I not do it? Regularly?
That's true. We'll just start our own meat operation and then we'll forget about it.
So you'll be saying all of this here, like what ifs, and then it'll come to the day when.
See, yeah, this is the thing though. I'm just a realist because I've made enough stuff in my life that I know
bread is a bit more
I know
complicated,
something can
though.
go wrong and it will
Obviously
go
things
wrong.
can go wrong,
But it's
right.
just a learning experience. It's fine.
Yeah.
I'm not saying like if something goes wrong, don't be like, right, fuck this. I'm never trying it again. But expect something to go wrong.
Oh yeah, no, I'm gonna be super careful. Like obviously mistakes can happen,
Yeah.
right? I'm just saying, get ready to drink a lot of meat.
Get ready to have bees come in your mouth.
I mean, like it could be a situation where like once like, every week you could be just sitting here having like a little, not a whole bottle of meat.
Yeah.
Just a wee cheeky.
See, this is the
a wee
thing, though.
wee cheeky cup
I
of meat.
haven't drank enough mead or any really. Well, I haven't drank enough to know how mead gets you drunk. You know the way everything gets you drunk in different ways.
Yeah.
I have no idea what mead drunk is like.
Mead drunk for me was
No idea.
happy drunk. It was kind of like a wine, like a wine drunk.
So yeah, even different wines get me drunk in different ways.
Yeah, okay.
So I'm like, I remember I had one. It was like a white or something like that. Just instant sore head.
Wow, okay.
Like half a glass in, it was just like and it didn't go away for hours. And it sucked.
wow,
Which is
okay.
why I'm very hesitant to drink wine.
UG mead with both Power and Viking editions. I mean, that could be a thing, right?
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna go with the sexy bee label though. The Lola
The
Bunny of
bee label.
bees. Lola Beanie.
Neverland bioweapon. Imagine liking wine. Liking wine's great. I like
Fuck wine. All my homies hate wine.
Well, I'm one of your homies. I like it.
You know, if you like wine, then you're not one of my homies.
They get the fuck out.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Sounds like the sulfate thing's like an instant headache.
Oh yes, sorry Tara. She's one of my homies and she likes wine. So you're fine.
Oh fucking hell! So, I guess you would take preference, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She sucks my penis. You don't suck my penis.
True.
We got away with it.
But yeah, no. It's been a. That's kind of like my plan anyway. It's like it's one of those things where it's like,
Is this a summer thing, do you think?
no, I think it's just I'm fed up of paying for.
No, I mean, do you think you're gonna do it over the summer?
I'll probably start next month.
That would be over the summer then.
Oh fuck! Next month is the start of summer, isn't it? I keep
It's
forgetting
June.
it. I keep forgetting we're that far into the year.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess it'll start in the summer. Yeah.
Summer mead.
I guess we'll have our first editions to drink by about the start of July then. So I guess we'll
So
have our
what
first
you're
batch
saying
in
is
July.
that you're going to be supplying the own supply, basically, to your own birthday.
I mean, in theory, I could potentially if I don't drink it before then.
If you don't fucking drink it all before.
That's the problem. I'm hoping if I make 2 gallons, which is like 10 liters of mead, I don't drink it that fast. I can't promise you though.
It's 2 gallons.
So gallons,
Like a
5
carton
milk. Gallons,
No,
like
2
5
liters.
liters.
What?
A gallon is 5 liters ish.
Oh, you'll be fine. You're not gonna drink.
Yeah. So, you know, so I'll have mead ready.
I would be
because it's the thing, right?
impressed.
My birthday falls the day after the talk show, right? So the 31st
Oh
is the
shit!
day after
Oh,
the
so we
talk
can
show.
do like a into your birthday stream.
Yeah, we can do an into my birthday where we drink mead.
Do people know when your birthday is?
I just said it there.
You didn't say the date. You just
I
said.
did. I said it's the day before. It's the day after the talk show. It's on the 31st.
You didn't say the date. You just said it's the day after the talk show. So it's like
before I said 31st. There.
didn't know if you were.
I'm not.
Didn't know if you were not putting that out there though. 31st of July.
Yeah,
You're gonna be 27.
I wish.
37.
Not that old, actually. May look that older, but not older. But you know, that old.
We don't talk about ages. Yeah, all right. Well, we could do a birthday stream. Birthday. Do you remember that time we did actually just do a birthday stream in the terms that someone just started your Twitch? While
Yeah, I was just drunk
were outside
manning a
cooking.
barbecue. Yeah,
and
I came in just shouting about who wants to eat my sausage, and then I look at the PC and the PC's fucking on, and I'm like, why is the PC on and why is the stream on?
I remember I ended the stream because someone started a fight. Like somebody started domestic. I can't remember what.
Oh, I don't want to.
what
I don't want to
happened.
get on that on this here right now. I know exactly what you're talking about, but I don't want to talk about it right
I
now.
can't remember the specifics. I just remember.
I mean, if you want to mute a second, I'll remind you very quickly.
Dude, I swear to God, if you don't stop that, I'm gonna break your kneecaps.
that was not the mute button.
That was not the mute button at all.
That's where the mute button is. Are we muted?
No.
We're not. Love you.
No, you remember.
I'm glad I got that sorted. That was like having an enlarged penis like that. It's a tough job. Like I would know.
There was Tommy. I'll make wine when I'm older.
It's
I've made wine as well. It's okay. It's not great.
fine.
A lot of fucking our demijohns, if I'm honest.
Yeah. Every
Which-
so you're just like drinking wine, and a sommelier will turn up to your house and be like,
Oh yeah, some of you guys are fucking awful.
"Get away from me, you
Am I
fucking creep!"
Pretentious fucking
And he comes
assholes.
at you with a wee cup. And he starts
like, he's spitting the wine out
spitting
too.
wine at you. He's like a velociraptor, but with wine. Don't like it.
awful. Fucking terrible idea, but yeah, no, it's one of those things where like, I'm going to do that. It's like my plan. I'll hopefully have enough maybe to get my birthday free. Although what I plan on doing this year is taking the week after my birthday off and not the week of my birthday.
I think it's
off.
always a better idea to take, like, if it's your birthday, do whatever you're going to do on your birthday, because no one's going to give you work to do on your birthday anyway. Take
Yeah.
the day after off.
Yeah, because that's what I'm thinking, right? Because what's going to happen is like my birthday's on Saturday anyway, but it's one of those things where I take the week of my birthday off. My week ends with my birthday happening.
Yeah.
Which is kind of like, yay, my birthday! Oh,
Back
go
to work. Yeah, you'd
Or,
rather
like,
you'd rather your birthday start the week
and then,
off.
yay, also a week off, you know? So I'm thinking that's kind of
Although
like the
I think we're
logic.
skipping over one thing.
What?
That between now and then, my birthday is before yours.
Oh, you think I didn't know that?
When is my birthday this week?
You
This
won't
year?
believe when your birthday
Is it like a Tuesday or something?
your birthday,
Better not be
sir,
a fucking Tuesday.
is
It's a
fucking Tuesday.
It is literally a Tuesday.
I mean, we're already getting your presents sorted and stuff, so it's fine. Well, if you don't
I just
want,
wanted to do a birthday stream, but
I mean, if you didn't want me to, you want me to get you presents, then fuck you. You're gonna get
you're
some.
my present.
You're getting stuff. Don't worry, I got stuff.
I'm getting stuffed.
Yes, stuff full of goodness.
Your present.
Just a good fucking gaping.
You're gonna look like a bowl of fruit, man.
No, it's kind of like it's kind of like I just bought you to build a bear. I never see the machine that puts the fluff inside the bear. It's right inside you.
Fucking. Do you remember Build-A-Burger?
Oh yeah, I do. It still exists. I think
Not down here. The one on Botanic is gone.
they died because
That
COVID
building.
killed it.
That building has been empty for about 4 years.
I went
But
to
the
it.
Build-A-Burger, like, it's all still there.
Yeah,
But
because I went into it 3 months before COVID started, so that's fucking grim.
the one on Botanic.
Yeah,
Fuck, I have like the one next to Cafe O.
yeah.
I have not
The
seen
one
that.
across, like right near Boojum, like Boojum. Yeah.
I have not seen that thing open in years.
To be fair, I was there about 3 months before COVID started, and I was having big
Big burgers.
big burger styles.
Big
Yeah,
tasty ass burgers.
but I think COVID might have killed it because like they didn't deliver, they stopped delivering and stuff. So
Oh yeah.
they used to deliver. Yeah, it died. It died to death. No, what happened? I think it probably died to death. They tried to open multiple locations across Northern Ireland.
It wasn't that popular.
It wasn't that. It was good for like a year.
Yeah.
And then the novelty wore off.
Yeah, it was one of those places where like, you know, the quality goes down the more they open, which is exactly just what happened to Boojum.
Boojum's okay though. Still
Boojum started off really good though. When they
Boojum
only
was-
had like a couple, when they
Yeah.
only had to worry about like 2 or 3 locations in
Yeah.
Belfast, and then they were like, "Nah, mate, we're in Cork," and then
We're
just
in
like,
Cork and
for
Dublin.
every shop they opened, their quality went down by like 0.5% or whatever, or 1% or whatever.
You know what it is though?
Because you have to start using cheaper ingredients. Because
That plus they like migrate all the chefs out of experience to other stores to get those stores up. So
I want a burrito now. Though.
burritos are good, man. If you want to order a burrito, you order a burrito. No problem out there.
I'm gonna eat a burrito.
On stream, you can
Yeah.
eat what the fuck
I'm
you
not
want
gonna
on stream.
shove a burrito into my mouth.
I had a burrito the other week. It was great.
I use burrito bowls anyway.
I usually use burritos, but I was just feeling
So much more in them.
Yeah, there's so much more. But I was just feeling I want that feeling of just having it in
want
my
a big
hands.
meat bag?
I was just sitting on the sofa and I was just like watching something. Eating a burrito. It was like last Saturday or some shit.
That sounds like
Shit.
Saturday right there. I might do
It was good. It was a good Saturday. I mean, it was a Saturday where like I'd been up on the Friday because obviously we were doing the shenanigans on the stream on the Friday as we normally do, and I think the stream chat saw the fucking nightmare that the bitrate was causing. It was
Yes.
causing chaos. So I was like, I had to do multiple streams. I done a test stream after the stream for an hour and a half.
What were you asking me for? You asked
Oh
me
yeah,
for-
I was asked. People wanted to see a picture of the sloth that you painted, so I had to show them that.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was just kind of testing the bitrate, and I kind of got it a little bit under control, but not totally. And then next day I was fighting with Virgin Media. I reset the plugs and stuff, reset the router.
They sent someone out, and you were like, "Ah!" You
I actually
can't-
fucking I
actually fought him
I gift him.
like Star Trek style, just like threw a
I
rock
treated
at him.
him like a bowling ball, got him inside.
Oh
Just-
Jesus Christ!
yeah,
Just
yeah, just give him the business, you know. So like obviously you can see now the bitrate's a hell of a lot fucking more consistent and better now.
0 drop frames. You're damn right.
Yeah. So beautiful. But yeah, so yeah, and
Fun.
then I did do free tests out there. So like spent half my Saturday in tests, and then you're like you coming up and like, oh man, I'm really knackered. And then it got to like 10:30, 11 o'clock at night. Like, oh, I really regret not going.
Second
up
win. Second win.
There. Like second win kicked in. I was like, why did I not go up there? I
think
really want to
Tom-
hang out.
like, it was Tom was there until about like I want to say about 3 or something. It's like I'll be
Oh.
gone. It's like I'll be gone by 12. I'll be gone by 1 at the
Did you not
latest.
just have a new kid?
Yeah. Guess our house is slightly more peaceful. It was funny because like I was sitting on the sofa being like, come on, we'll stick something on.
Yeah.
And then I just went, fuck it, I'm watching Mortal Kombat. And I tried looking for the Blu-ray for about 8 seconds. And I was like, right, I can't find the Blu-ray. I'm just buying it. And then I just bought it.
Oh
again.
my god.
So I have a copy. There's a copy of the Blu-ray over there that I bought. I have a
Yeah.
copy in the house. And then I bought it again. They just
You're the fucking worst.
fucking love that movie.
Okay, let's take a chat. Also, can someone fill me in today? I gotta look after Cloud's grandma, and she's like taking a massive dislike to me. She also just bullies all the old ladies in their retirement. That sounds pretty funny. Like all the old ladies just be vibing, and then Margot is just like, Mary, I think you're a stupid bitch, and your son never visits you.
Your son was right to leave you, you fucking cunt.
I mean, like, you know what you just gotta do? Just tell her she's gonna die soon. I mean, just kind of throw that shit
like
back
you're
in
gonna
her
be
face.
dead by the end of this
Just-
sentence. You old
Just be
bitch.
like, here, Margot, no, last time I checked that you're on the verge of death and I'm not. You know, give her some of the fucking business if you
you're
ask
gonna
me.
fucking a strong wind's gonna fucking take you out, mate.
Yeah. I bought most of the movies I own on DVD on YouTube now.
Never bought anything on
It's,
YouTube.
it's a great movie. It is a great movie, though. You're correct. Oh, here, I need to ask Tom for a recommendation because I have been shuttered. I've been shuddering it
You
up.
got shuttered in.
I've been shuttered. I've been watching Shutter. I've been really enjoying it, and I know you've got my logins. I think you should check it out if you got like a long ass fucking like day to just kind of.
I've got a pretty long ass, yeah.
Yeah. They do a documentary called Into the Darkness, and it's like in 2 parts, both in like 4 hours each. Just goes through all these like fucking horror movies. It kind of goes through like the evolution of horror and shit.
I wish I had the fucking time to watch documentaries.
I put that shit on in the background when working.
See, I would just be too distracted though. I would just watch it then.
Bear, you do have to have consistent concentration where I've just got to answer queries regularly.
no,
So
I've,
I get like bouts of like busy and I'm kind of like ebb and flowing with it.
Physical stuff to do, like.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna need like solid recommendations from him at some point. Like, yo, if you like this, check this out. He watches when he does cardio.
I do.
Forgot how much I hate setting up tech.
Fuck Apple.
Apple,
Put the iPad up your ass. It'll make more fucking use. Stupid fucking iPads.
It's not even there, but it's like the Apple stuff. It's all the integration to iTunes and stuff is probably the thing that put me off using that, and plus like the absorbent upfront
Just
cost.
the company itself and their business practices.
I'm not a fan of them, but I can understand why people use them. Like I understand why artists use them, if you know what I mean.
Morons who can't use a computer. You only have one mouse. How hard is it to right click something?
I'm not getting into this.
Just
'cause
use
you're-
your other finger.
I can see you just getting killed when you get home. You know that.
She doesn't like. She's just used to using them. She doesn't like them. Although she can't. I was like, buy a laptop, and she was like, can't handle a laptop.
Not saying anything.
Just it's like a defect. You're just fucked. Cont's never getting any money off me.
Well, they're not getting
Well,
money.
he's dead anyway. Like, so fuck him. Who owns Apple now?
I don't know.
Is
Tim
it
Sweeney.
Is it Disney?
Tim Sweeney, I think. Well, I mean, he's a CEO. I mean,
Well,
I think
fuck Tim Sweeney.
They're Todd Sweeney.
Todd Sweeney,
I don't know. But
Sweeney Todd. That's who
Sweeney
owns
Todd.
Apple.
Yeah. Well, they're their own entity. They own
Flashing at you.
themselves. Like
Right.
they produce their own silicon.
If I ever see the guy who owns Apple on the street, I'm just gonna fucking push him over. Be like, come get your geniuses to help you, you fucking bitch. And then just keep pushing him down. Every time he tries to get him, push him down again.
For a genius, you can't seem to be too smart to get up.
You're not too smart, are you, fucking dick?
Don't get me wrong. Fuck Apple. Yeah, I get that. Like, just I know that it's annoying because they do make things very simplified for people, which is good if you're trying to get people into tech. But then I just hate them for the fact that they also take the same tech that costs maybe like $300 and go
Charge a grand
and go
for it.
and they look at it and go, yeah, it's got the Apple logo on it. Yep. We've made it so you can't have right to repair, and we've made it so you can't
Don't you
upgrade
dare
this.
open this thing.
So that's going to be an additional $200 on top of that, plus repair fees if it ever breaks because there's no right to repair. I guess we'll just have to charge you almost 90% of the cost of the actually buying one brand new.
To do something that costs about $2.50.
Yeah,
Like £2.
They're the most ecologically wasteful company in the world because
They also use
because they
slave
deny
labor.
right to repair. They basically encourage people to buy new tech, which is just creating more silicone, which means it creates more e-waste, which means it causes more environmental damage because to try and fucking recycle electronics is fucking expensive, and it ends up almost on dumps most of the time. So like Apple's a major fucking contributor to fucking e-waste.
Also
They are
confirmed, Apple also uses slave labor to make their shit. So
yeah.
fuck them. Actually, you know what?
Tim Cook. Oh,
is
is it Tim Sweeney? It's Epic then. I keep getting.
I think it's
Todd Sweeney or-
Todd Sweeney, not Xbox. No, that's Phil Spencer.
That's Phil Spencer. You know what? I remember covering those assholes the other week there. So like it was like Tim and Todd having a go at each other.
Actually, you see, when I get home, I'm actually just going to fire her laptop out the window.
Well, now I feel great. Thanks. Don't be bad about it.
Whatever.
Don't be bad about it. Not so wicked. I mean, if you got the heart, if you
As far as iPads go, there is no alternative.
No, there
There's
isn't.
nothing that you can see and be like, right, that's a good version.
a sustainable
of
way to
iPad.
buy the sustainable way to buy Apple is to buy honestly
Secondhand.
secondhand used products, so that way that doesn't go in the dump. So you can still buy into Apple and provide a
just
plus environmental turnaround on
if
them.
you pass an Apple store where you live, it is your civic duty to spit on it. Just harass the people who are working there. But
Yeah. Like the best way to do it is
spit on an employee.
yeah. The best way to do it is if you're going to buy into Apple's I can't even say the word
Ecosystem?
ecosystem. Yes, thank you. It is almost better just to kind of buy into them on
don't.
refurbs or secondhand, because then that way you at least something's not going to a dump.
Yeah.
And it's getting used, you know.
If you see someone who works in an Apple store, slash those tires. Or just run up behind them and just push them over. Just like
Yeah.
I'll do to the CEO. I'll dig up. What'd you call that fucker?
That was
What'd you call him?
he was actually the decent CEO who wanted to not have this much waste. He was actually the one that was like slightly.
What'd you call him? What was his name? The fuck was his name? The guy who owned Apple? Tim Apple? Timothy Apple?
Big Daddy Mac.
Big Daddy Mac? Mac Apple?
Mac
Well, fuck,
Apple.
I'm gonna dig him up and take a shit in his mouth.
Some even said it was the return of the Mac.
Return of the Mac. Steve Jibs. That's his name.
Steve Jibs.
Steve Jibs.
Goddamn. Or at it again. Just
Yeah, that makes sense.
Imagine having your name being Steve Jibs.
Imagine being Steve Jobs.
Imagine being called Steve Jibs. No offense to any Steve Jibs out there, but that's pretty funny. Like, my Jibs.
My Jibs.
What are you doing with your phone?
Nothing, fine. I just died. In your arm. No, just Tara done it again because she's sweetheart.
I like that she only put you in there, not me.
Look at you. Don't use your fucking Instagram ever. You don't. Well, see me. I'm hot memeing. I'm watching those reels, laughing at some stupid shit.
I
for
don't
6
even know
seconds.
what reels are.
Kind of like really shit TikToks.
Oh god, TikTok's fucking backing up.
Yeah, no, right? But at least it's already on my phone and I get to laugh at silly things. Like some kid hitting his brother upside the head of a ball.
Fucking right, child on child violence.
Yeah, that's what I want.
Fuck you.
But yeah, I got kicked out of Apple Store for making the backgrounds Kermit the Frog.
Love a big Kermit.
I love Big Kermit.
Big Kermit.
I just realized we almost went an hour if I'd even started our first topic.
We're doing some good chat, some solid chatting.
We're
today, though.
riffing.
Doing some solid raffing.
Steve Yobo.
Sorry.
Look at you.
Steve Yobos. Steve Yobo.
Also in mind and getting wait, what?
We could just do a whole show of this. It'd be great. People would love that.
No, I think people would hate it.
Yeah, more perfect.
Oh god, because you know what I can do? I can turn one knob and I'm like the left and turn the right.
Oh,
near the
I know
right
you.
ear.
I know you can turn a knob, all right.
But I can make it so like I would come in there. I could make it so I come
Oh,
in.
you'd be
there.
coming in their ears.
No,
Let me finish my
sentence, pervert. I could make it so that my voice goes into their left ear and your voice goes into their right ear, and it's super creepy.
Nice. We're not going to start doing that right
I'm not
now.
going to start doing it right now. I know.
A lot of people probably aren't listening with headphones either, so probably
It'd be really, but I've done it before, and people are like, "Stop," because like it's always got both microphones went, blah, 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 and then when blah, blah. It's like that's so weird. It feels like you're actually behind me.
it's behind you going.
Must be sunrise and drama team. To be fair, we're talking up a storm. I apologize for missing that. You're looking for the pod topics. Feature creep time.
Let's get creepy.
Let's get creepy with our features.
Let's just creep on all the women in the chat.
That's not something I want to do. That's unsettling.
Who's that? Tara. She sounds like she's got big tits.
That was like the only appropriate way you can do that.
I'd like to take a photo of her in public. Jesus. Without her consent. What am I talking about?
No, you just kind of. We were kind of driving down the road, and then as my hands on the steering wheel, you kind of just yanked it from beneath me, and we're in a ditch.
Get ready for this oncoming traffic, you son of a bitch.
Yeah, pretty much.
Traffic just made out of big titties. Sorry, traffic made out of my girlfriend's big titties, so it's fine. Fine for me, not for you. You get out of this. You get out of this car. You get out of this car, you son of a bitch.
It was my car. Oh, god damn it. But yes, we're going to be talking about kind of games go too far. So obviously, games kind of getting spoken about more sort of like in the same sort of medium as art, such as cinema and whatnot. However, being an interactive medium, do you think some experiences in games are maybe a bit too much to be acceptable to be put in players' hands? It's definitely on the realms of like almost like a Jack Thompson style discussion, of course, because
that motherfucker.
Because remember the old days of Jack Thompson saying, "Oh, it turns the children into violent murderers."
You kill a prostitute and you get points. Like you don't even get points in GTA. What are you talking about? You get money.
You get money,
and of course you get money for killing a prostitute, just like you do in real life. The simulator, for fuck's sake. I mean, like, out of the three of us, me, you, and Jack Thompson, only one of us has killed a prostitute, and it's not you.
It's Jack Thompson.
It's Jack Thompson. He would fucking know.
Good point. No, but the reason we kind of bring this up, obviously, is because like we see like more and more like really interesting and sometimes like disturbing scenes are put in video games. I mean, the one that definitely comes to mind is like the Spec Ops Online, where you use the white phosphorus on an enemy encampment. And then you have that massive reveal where the white phosphorus was actually used on civilians.
Yeah, because you fucked up.
Because you fucked up. And then you go through that really harrowing scene of the realization, and it fucks with the in-game characters, of course. And some people would say it kind of fucked with them a little bit. But like, I mean, these are not even isolated things. Like, there's also like scenes where, sure, like, I mean, the probably one of the bigger controversial things in Call of Duty games where you had no Russian, where you had to literally open fire on civilians in an airport.
Yeah, and you were given the opportunity to skip it.
Yeah. But I don't think the original version, until they patched it in, gave you a warning.
Did they not give the opportunity?
I think the original version didn't give a warning of some sort, and that was part of the controversy, if I remember. So I'm wondering, like, is
That's what it did from the start, but just the fact that it was even in there,
yeah,
was the problem.
Yeah. So I'm wondering, like, obviously, like, we watch these horrible scenes play out in movies and stuff, and that's considered an art form. You know, we accept it as part and parcel of the actual
the main
of the story.
I
but
suppose, like,
it's too much when it's in the player's hands.
The main
though.
difference comes down to you actively taking part in it. You know, like you having to physically do it. People feel, you know, kind of like one step closer to whatever it is they're doing.
Yeah,
I suppose, and too much for some people, I suppose.
But as a creative, then, like, to kind of get from your side of things, do you think as a creative, do you think that you should not be allowed to play with that dimension of duality of man, or do you think that even as a creator,
you've got to get that shit in there somewhere, like, because I know, like, originally, like, games were definitely only ever about, you know, like, general escapism, but I mean, they're one of the biggest, if not the biggest form of kind of like entertainment on the planet at the minute. So like they've got to start saying something at some stage.
Yeah.
And some of those things are bound to be a bit uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But like if you're uncomfortable with what a game is saying, you don't have to play it.
Yeah.
Like just in the same way you don't have to watch a movie. Like, you know, movies that are about coming of age stories about, you know, gay and lesbian and transgender people or whatever. You wouldn't see someone who has no interest in that stuff watching the movie and then complaining about that's what it was about. But there are the kind of people who would complain about games having, you know, a point, really. They're like, I just want to fucking play games. It's either play Call of Duty or punch my wife. And you're making me think about punching my wife when I play Call of Duty. You fucking bitch.
I mean, maybe we shouldn't punch anyone's wife.
No, unless she wants it. But I don't know.
Yes, there is something to be said. There is people that probably hold opinions on those movies that have never watched them just because they're.
But why would you go out of your way to complain about a movie that you know has not for you? I suppose there are. Okay, obviously there are people who do that 100%, but it happens more so with games because sometimes it just fucking comes up on you. Like you're playing a game that you think is just dumb, and then, you know, the next minute you're like, oh shit, what's going on here? There's a writer involved in this somewhere.
There's someone who's making a thought-provoking statement.
Yeah,
what the hell?
The thing that like a lot of people forget about games is that they're made by a team of people. You know, like they don't just appear. Like when it comes to, you know, games like Spec Ops Line and stuff like that, I have to assume that the people who were making that game went in with the thought, they're like, right, we're making a C tier shooter. This game is never going to get anywhere. We already know that this is like a dead. Like, who gives a fuck about Spec Ops as a franchise? Like, it's a C line franchise. We can either just make a bog standard shooter and this can be lost to the annals of time, or we can make a bog standard shooter, but we'll put a decent story in it and just see what happens. So they were like, write something that you wouldn't see in a shooter, and then that's what that team of writers came up with. Like, people would see that and they look at the games as like, this game made by one person tacked my beliefs. You're like, there's probably 100 people who worked on that game, and they all have their own thoughts and they all have their own experiences and they all have their own way of dealing with stuff, and that was the end result of a group of people getting what they wanted out there. And
it was a thought-provoking moment,
and you have to respect that.
Yeah.
A lot of people think that these things are just, you know, it's one person's choice and that's it. It's like, this was only in this game because this person was involved in this game. And you're like, no, there was dozens of people that were responsible for that choice, and it's dozens of people all chiming in with their own. What if this happened? What if this happened? What if they done this? What if he done that? this is not what I heard of. This is what I think would happen. Right? You take that, you percolate it, you fucking wrap it up, and you fucking get it out there, and that's where the experience comes from. It's a lived, shared experience with everyone who's involved making the game. Like, if you've never done anything and you have like a boring ass shitty life and you hate everyone who's not exactly the same as you try making a game, that's going to be a fucking boring ass shitty game, like any Call of Duty.
Could have went in for it there, didn't you? I guess then comes to the point then I've got to ask, like, do we have to, especially in this day and age, there's got to be something to be said for at least warning people about the material?
I suppose,
involved,
but even at the same time, what constitutes subjects that require a warning? You know, like, to some people, having a gay character in a game, they'd be like, I just came out of nowhere and now I'm not comfortable. And other people would be like, where's the diversity? Where's the, you know?
I don't think that needs to be where the warning is. I think when it comes to like
your robes on inside out.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
I was like, why can't I see the stitching?
I don't know, but that's unfortunate. But I don't care. It's a fashion statement this week.
Okay, sweet. It is, yeah.
I'll fix that later. But yeah, I think
edit it out.
Edit it out in post. But like, I think I wouldn't say we need to put warnings for that there. I think diversity in games is important because we have to. Representation is important, and to think that a reality's live out there with these people existing is stupid. But I think maybe we need to put warnings. Yeah, well, they're fucking idiots. But I feel like where it comes into play, do we have to then maybe consider the warnings, especially for like situations where like you're like the no Russians, like the phosphorus scenes, where it's not necessarily about lack of representation, more of a you're going to commit a vile act.
No, people don't go to action movies and expect that kind of like hand holding. You know, there's like shit like that happens all the time, but you're not in control of the action movie. You're not the person playing the action movie. But you didn't write the game though, that you've chosen to buy this. But wanking me?
No, what's it? But is there not a disconnect there where like you get to watch the character do it and think ill of the character, where when you have to physically control the character, there's a bit of a bridge in that connection.
Right, if you're looking up, information about a movie, and the movie's like, right, two soldiers go and have to track down a warlord in southern Iraq, and the movie deals about what happens along the way. You're like, okay, I'm pretty sure what that's gonna entail. And then you go to buy a game, and the game description is two soldiers go to hunt down a warlord in Iraq, and the game is the journey along the way. You can't be all fucking pissy when stuff that would happen happens. Like that would happen in that situation. In that situation happens. So like, if you are buying like a hyper violent shooter, you can't turn around and be like, well, there was just too much shooting in that. Like,
well, not in the shooting, but it's the shooting of civilians.
People get shot in action movies.
True.
And then again, as far as like No Russian was concerned, you didn't have to shoot anyone. You didn't technically have to shoot anyone. You didn't have to.
No.
So
that's fair. No, I'm just wondering. So you think it's more of a situation where like we have to sort of
put it in,
let
the individual decide.
Yeah. So give that choice then.
Yeah. Just be like,
we're not trying to normalize the idea of it, but we're having to. At the end of the day, this is a reality that happens in real life, and we have to project it for the grim reality it is.
The amount of people who are responsible for putting together a story in like a AAA game now, you have to just see what's going on. You can't be like, no, you need to cater to my needs. It's like, bitch, you're playing my game. Fucking play it and play what's in it. And then I already have your money. It doesn't matter. Fuck you. That's pretty much hard.
Are very EA.
Yeah. Buy my game, motherfucker.
Buy my game. Buy my DLC. Fuck up.
Even I think like as far as the Assassin's Creed franchise goes, which I know I hate, they at least have their disclaimer at the start of every Assassin's Creed now is like,
I think that was even from the very first game as well.
It could have been. I
remember it's like the team is made up by.
I think it may have been a slightly more recent thing than that. I don't think it was from the first one.
Really?
I think it was once they start getting a lot of flack for like changing races and adding like, people that wouldn't have been there at that time and stuff like that. But yeah, that warning? It's like, these games are made up of peoples of all different diversities.
A diverse cast of individuals from multiple religions, faiths,
and stuff like that. So it's I agreed. Oh, okay, fair enough. That's all right then. I think that's the right way to go about it. It's like, because that's reminding you that games are made of fucking teams of people, and they all have their own beliefs and their own systems and stuff like that. Like You could be playing a game and you'd see something in the background and you'd just be like, I absolutely don't agree with that. How did EA possibly get that in? And then you look it up and it's just because, you know, one animator or one artist felt particularly strongly about that and they just put it in and didn't say anything. Like that kind of shit can happen all the time. But I remember when Kingdom Come Deliverance came out and people were like, how dare you not put any diverse characters in this? Like the cast of the game, the NPCs and all, they're all white. And they were like, we understand that you're annoyed about a lack of diversity, but this is a real life simulation of life in Bohemia in that time. And there just wasn't, there was white people and that was it. They were the only people who had colonized, you know, that area at that time. And people were like, should just put them in anyway. And they're like, but it wasn't actually correct. And if we didn't want to go, we just wanted to maintain as much realism as we could, because that's literally what that whole game is about. It's about being as realistic as possible. Your fucking character can't read, so you teach him to read. So they were like, we're trying to make it as realistic as possible, but say like if EA had made that game, that same game set in that same location at that same time, they just would have fired everyone in it just to keep everyone happy. I don't know which one is more right. I suppose it depends on what kind of game you're trying to make.
I guess it's the way you're trying to frame the game.
Is it historically accurate or is it just a bit of fun that happens?
If it's a historically accurate game, I feel like
in the past,
there has to be an acceptance that, you know, you're not going to see some things in a historically accurate setting. For example, if you frame a game to say in Ireland in 1605, you're not going to see a bunch of Jamaicans there. No, let's be real about this.
It would have made everything a lot more fun. But unfortunately, that's just not going to happen.
But sadly, it's just poor white people like looking for potatoes.
Pretty much, like the game would be called Potato Peelers.
Yeah.
And you're a policeman.
And it's just the Brits being added again. And that's all it is.
The Brits are chasing your character as you're trying to find potatoes. Now, a British person might hear that and be like, I find that highly offensive. And we would just hit back with, that's literally what happened. History. Were there police at that time? I don't even know.
I mean, there probably was. Was some sort of like, you know, Crown Guard force. Or something, you know.
Whatever. They just went around with big
if people if person says like I feel offended. So there I said, well, I'm very offended by the famine, but you don't see me fucking complaining.
We had a famine because the British stole our potatoes. People think we just run out. It's like, no, they were taken.
No, it's saying that they're saying that they took the potatoes. They also took every other fucking crop that we grew.
Yeah.
It's not like we could just only grow potatoes. The other things we could grow just happened to also be taken off us.
We were just better at growing potatoes than anything else.
No, well, some of the potatoes were rotten, but like our other reserve crops were being taken by the British. Bastards. It's like they're like, oh, those crops are ours. Like what? But our crops are dying. Nah, we don't care. You're ours.
That's fine. You take them. Takes.
Happens every time. We always fucking go after the Brits. I'm sorry.
The peelers or police were brought in by the Prime Minister, Robert Peel. Oh, we're the peelers. Da, 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 da. Yes, Dave makes a good point there. You were talking about this earlier on. I had not heard this. That someone in Resident Evil looked like they had Nazi symbols on them.
I can't remember his name, but it wasn't they said it was a Wehrmacht a dog tag when it was.
The guy in the game, he's just like one of the the guys. I thought he looked like Dante.
He's also Romanian, is he not?
I don't know where they are. They just Heisenberg. That's right. That's his name. They give you a Europe. They hit you with a tight.
Oh, okay.
This happened somewhere in Europe.
Yeah.
Just to keep it, Yeah. But I think it's supposed to be not Transylvania. I think it might be Romania or something.
Yeah, so it would be Romanian. Know what the Nazis didn't like?
Romanians?
Yeah. So him being a Nazi, very unlikely.
Yeah. I mean, that's what people probably didn't think of when they were like formulating that really great opinion that he was a Nazi. That Capcom, RE, Japanese, like they do a lot of research. They don't take that shit lightly.
No. And
no one except for the people who made them, who made the game, knows what the context for that stuff is.
Yeah.
And well, I mean, like there's a lot of, that's the thing. There's a lot of like character models and concept art and behind the scenes stuff in the game. So maybe the answer is in there somewhere.
And people just
haven't. Yeah.
Get it, any big lad?
They just haven't bothered looking. But there's always more to it, I think. Although his name's Heisenberg, so then again,
no, go ahead.
He could be.
It could be Germanic
Could be
origins, sir.
it's like, yeah.
But like, here's the thing.
But
as well.
that's if you play the game, you find out that they're not all related. They're just taken. They were stole pretty much.
Yeah.
Brought there. So he could have been taken from Germany. Could have been a Nazi. Could have been someone who killed a Nazi and took it. Could have just be something that looked a bit like a Nazi symbol.
But it's a dog tag with bracelets in it, right?
It could be any number of things.
Which is not necessarily, and I understand the Wehrmacht's dog tag had that, but so did German troops in 1914.
Yeah.
Who were existing way before National Socialism was a thing.
Yeah. So there could be any number of reasons for that was in there, but someone says Nazi and then he will dogpile on that opinion and that's it. The next thing you know, you're fucking Nazi in your game and you what can you do? Can you say if you say no, people won't believe you anyway?
Nah, they'll form their opinion anyway. At that point, you know. Like Capcom haven't taken it seriously since they haven't even come out and said anything. It was just people take.
They probably don't even consider it, a legitimate criticism because they're just like, well, you obviously didn't understand the game then. I don't care about you.
To be fair, Japanese developers are very good about going, fuck you, I don't know you.
Yeah, that's true.
Like the Japanese developers are very good about going, why do I have to care what your opinion?
Yeah.
They've been doing it for years.
Naughty American man. Don't care.
Don't care.
If it was in Transylvania, it would have been called the Rocky Horror Resident Evil. I would fucking play that. A PC mod with her dressed up as Frankfurter. I have seen there is a PC mod where you have a fly swatter.
I've seen that one.
And you just like
smacking her ass.
Smack a wee bum.
That's hilarious. I was looking at that the other night.
Can I do a quick Resident Evil rundown?
Yes.
With the Resident Evil Village rundown.
Well, actually,
I'm not spoiling anything. Okay. I'm just saying what my thoughts are. We played it. Was it last week or the week before?
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago. Jesus Christ, time. I said I would come back down and play it.
Mm-hmm.
I immediately started playing it the next day and then beat it like 2 or 3 days after that. So
yes.
I beelined that shit at home. I fucking loved it. I thought it was amazing.
Do you want to come back and play it at some point on the stream?
I see what I was going to do. I was going to grab my save game.
Yeah.
Get to the same point where we stopped, and then play through it again because you can play through it several times to get like
more stuff,
guns and unlimited ammo and shit like that, which would be great. All you need is one gun with unlimited ammo and you're fine. It's a great game. The only reservation I have with it is that it's out of order. We had me and the Pigs and Blankets guys were talking about it, and we have a theory that that Resident Evil Village is the result of a couple of failed prototypes shoved together to make a game, because if you look at it very closely, it's very rarely referred to as Resident Evil 8. It's Resident Evil Village or Village.
Yeah.
So even then and there, they're kind of, it kind of seems like they're promoted more as a sequel to 7 than as in, like a proper, this is the next Resident Evil game. It was more like, this is the end of the story of Ethan Winters. Like, this is the, this is the Ethan Winters story. Because like when you're playing the game, based on, all of the pre-game marketing and the trailers and the images and stuff like that, you would assume that Lady D was the main villain, or at least a huge substantial part of the game.
Yeah.
She's the first one you kill. She's
right
out of the she's out of the game in about an hour.
Oh my God.
The castle that you're exploring.
Oh, maybe we don't say too much about specifics.
Well, like the game is great from start to finish. It is amazing, but it looks like it looks like her and the castle. It looked like at some point that was the whole game.
Yeah.
Like, this was the game that they were trying to pitch. I remember reading a wee interview with the director, and they were saying that their original pitch for the full game was you in the castle versus her and 100 of her daughters. 100 daughters, but they just couldn't get it to work. They were like, we just can't get, the game isn't coming together as the game part.
It sounds good, but we can't make it play fun.
So it kind of looks like they just took that concept and built a town around it, because see, like beside the castle,
the
rest of the game is just like Junkyard A, Farmhouse B, Dilapidated House C. There's like there's nowhere near the production quality anywhere in the rest of the game than there is in like everything that was shown in the trailer. So we have a theory that was a prototype for the next Resident Evil. That they were like, there's a game here, but we don't know if there's a full game here.
Yeah.
Let's take some stuff from other games, from like maybe other ideas that we had, and just put them together into like kind of a quick experience, because it's not a very long game. Like, it's
8 hours I've heard is probably the runtime average.
10 hours. I think like I maxed out at I think about 11 just because I was trying to do just fucking everything that I fucking could. But after a while, you do start to think like, I can see where this kind of looks like a couple of ideas patched together rather than a full start to end experience.
Right.
So I have a funny feeling the next Resident Evil will be like, you'll see 8. I think they may just call it Resident Evil 8.
Really? Even though like a lot of the marketing called this 8 as well?
Well, if you look at it, it's Village or Resident Evil 8 Village or Resident Evil Village. There's not that many places.
I remember seeing some of the marketing where like the V was going to be the 5 and then there was like 3 eyes.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean?
That is clever, but I think they just done that because it was clever. Like it doesn't seem like it just seems like a few smaller games roped together at some point.
Okay.
Because like I definitely thought that her and the castle were going to be like, this is a spooky castle. This is like Resident Evil 1, you know, spooky mansion, spooky castle. You were in and out of the castle in the first quarter of the game, and I was like, oh, I'm actually kind of sad about that. Like that was the most interesting part of the game, and then from then on, it's just kind of like you're just knocking through, you know, the rest of the family members. But like, she was by far the most interesting one because you know. And
but out of curiosity, then, like, do you think
loved it, though.
You still loved it?
Yeah.
Out of curiosity, do you think like the 4th remake, the way they're remaking the 4th one from the ground up, you reckon this was like a stopgap while they try and get like another workable concept up and going?
100%, yeah. I think
it's like it's a stopgap. It's like, yeah, we'll keep them happy with this game that's beloved, but we'll remake it so it's a bit more streamlined, a bit more fun. I'll give our other team a time to actually make something that's more in line with the experience we think they'll be more.
100%. Yeah.
Okay,
I think that's exactly what happened, because like this do you remember when we were talking about it like a couple weeks ago, a couple months ago, probably at this point?
Would you believe this is 8 months today?
Oh my god!
32 weeks is 8 months.
Jesus Christ! People have listened to us talk for 8 months. Well,
not in one go.
Jesus. 8 months of non-stop talking. No, when we were talking about that version of RE4 being cancelled and then started again, I think at that point they were like, get Village out now, get it out now, just see whatever you're working on now, and that, and just finish what you've got, just so they have something to play. Just fucking but
it ended up being a really like successful release.
I mean, like, it is great, but all the pre-game stuff, it gave everyone some false little bit of like kind of, you're going in expecting one thing and you get another. Like, that was a bit disappointing. However, they do Chris. They do him so much justice.
Really?
Because like they kind of shit on him in 7 a little bit.
Right.
Because like he turns up at the end of 7, and everyone was like, "Who's that? Who's that supposed to be?" And like it didn't look like him, didn't sound like him. Like he wasn't rocking, you know, like huge icons or anything. And he's back in this one. You know, he was at the start.
Yeah.
Like when we played it, you do like a section with him at near the end of the game, and it's just. It's absolutely fucking fantastic. He takes that coat off.
I'm going to need you to talk to me about it off stream.
Yeah.
There's so much spoiler stuff we talk about.
Good shit, like.
And I know there's people that just don't want to see the spoilers, and that's totally understandable.
The game makes jokes about Resident Evil 5, Chris. I'm like, well done. That was the right way to go about it.
I remember hearing the phrase boulder punching.
Yeah, Heisenberg calls him a boulder punching asshole. And I fucking laughed. Like, I was fucking pissed myself. I was like, well fucking done. Well the fuck done. The only thing that people remember about fucking 5, even though it's a great game, is the part where he fucking punches the boulder.
I mean, you know what? That also makes that makes them aware
Yeah, a little
of
bit,
like
yeah.
a Wesker and stuff as
See,
well,
'cause
because they would have
that's
to be aware of that.
One thing I didn't like about 7 is that it was completely devoid from all of the Resident Evil mythology. Like
Yeah.
it had very, very, very little to do with the rest of the game. And I think they heard that and they were like, we did kind of disconnect that a little bit too much, because like even when they brought him in at the end of it, he was still very much like, are you Chris? Are you BSAA Chris? Or are you just random mercenary Chris that doesn't look or sound anything like Chris has ever looked or sounded like before? And they were like,
we need to bring this back a little bit.
We need to get him back in a little bit. So that's good shit. Good game though.
Good game.
100%.
So I think that's just fucking done feature creep. Should we move on to the next section? I know you have something special for us, right? You might need to.
My penis?
Yeah, your penis. Funny enough, how did you know? No, you have. I think you have a surprise for us.
Oh, we're doing that now?
Yeah, because we've got memory card to do afterwards. So there should be a controller just ever see beside the PlayStation underneath that little slip, and if you want to plug it into that lead that's just going there, that one right in front of you. Plug in that one. So we can do this now, or we can do memory card first. What do you want to do? Leave it to the end.
Final segment.
You want to go into memory card?
Just when I'm a bit more liquored up.
Alrighty. So we want a memory card then. You don't know what's on this memory card this week.
No, I haven't looked. I'm going to try not to look at anything at the top.
Well, I want to take you on a ride.
I'm going to take you on a ride.
We're going to 2009 first.
I'm going to. Whoa, we're starting. We're not even going into the 90s.
No, that's the way this week has been. This week.
Oh my god.
We're starting in 2009 to one of the worst remakes ever made.
Bit of housekeeping.
Yeah.
We looked. No good trailers this week. Fucking nothing. You looked and I was like, he's just not looking hard enough. And then I looked and I was like,
this is the thing. I knew exactly that was the thought process as well, because like this is the first week I've had to do the deck in a while, and I was like, I actually in my head was like, he's gonna think I was just being lazy with this here.
Like that's the web, like the sites I sent you. That's not the only places I look.
Yeah.
But if there's nothing on those, then you're normally in for like you're already starting. You know, with one leg cut off, and then I looked the rest of where I normally look, and they were just like, nah, man, got nothing for you. You just any trailers that were released, I was just like, why would anyone care?
Like it's like oh, we ported this like old game to Switch, like no one cares.
So see if a pound was directly put into my orifices every time I saw about a Switch port that I don't care, I would be a billionaire by now. I would be dead, but I would be a dead billionaire, and that would be great because you could just be able to take some of it.
Oh, yeah, that'd be handy.
I'm gonna take you for a ride. I'm trying to work out what that's out of in my head now. Is it Marvel vs. Capcom?
Yeah, that's Marvel vs. Capcom.
Capcom.
That's not the game we're talking about.
Why'd you say that then?
Because it is a Capcom game.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So we're going right to 2009 to the worst video game remake probably ever made.
Okay.
Dun 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 dun. Wife arm.
Hey mate, where's your wife?
Where's your wife? In my arm.
So when I masturbate, it's not masturbate.
It's my wife
It's
jacking
my wife
me.
jacking it.
It was on last week, but it was released a week later for the PS4 and PS5. So we're just gonna skim over it because like this, it was a weird light week on the game releases as well. Although I think the interesting thing is like, there is some games in there that you will like and you won't like, but like
I'm just trying to not look at any of them because I want to be taken by surprise. So I saw Bionic Commando there.
Yep, Bionic Commando, remake of probably a wonderful like side scroller that kind of subverted the idea of jump mechanics for swing mechanics. It was good. It was a really good NES game.
I can understand why they remade it because even at the time
they even done like a HD remake, which was cool.
The funny thing is like that HD remake of Bionic Commando was probably the first time the majority of people had heard about Bionic Commando.
That's fair.
And I'm sure when they were remaking it, they were like, "We have the rights to this franchise." Fucking no one remembers it, but people just remember. Anyone who does remember it remembers it for being a bit hard.
Yeah.
So we'll take that out and we'll make it really easy, except for when you just die because you've swung into the environment the wrong way and you're instantly killed because you fly into an invisible wall. But I mean, the swinging was good. I liked the game enough at the time. But
it was just terribly mundane after you got past the initial fucking.
After the shine wore off, you were just like,
and that swing shine fucking goes away fast.
Is this it? Like this ain't no Spider-Man.
Yeah, it was like
And then his wife's in his arm.
And then and at the very end, like the twist is like, my wife is in my arm. They grafted my arm, and the reason the graft took was because it's got my wife inside it. My wife sacrificed herself, so my arm could be bionic.
They put his wife in a big blender.
Pretty fucking much,
and just pureed that bitch. And then just motor oiled her into the arm.
And then the arm just like grafts onto him because the body doesn't reject his arm because it's got his wife's DNA in there.
It was like such an overly complicated sci-fi reasoning for something that could have just been like, here, do you want this metal arm? Like, what are Jax's arms made out of? Is dead kids? Like, what's going on?
I don't remember that scene in the most recent Mortal Kombat. I don't remember the pureed dead kids getting funneled into his arm.
Just, hold on, I've got to kill your kids. Hold on here.
I mean, I wouldn't put it past Shang-Tsung, but still.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, we're gonna go into 2010. We're taking a skip and a hop into a year.
Right.
It's probably one of the last time you probably enjoyed a Rockstar game. Red Dead Redemption.
Yeah, RDR 1 is pretty good.
Yeah.
I didn't hate the company at that point.
Yeah. As I said, it's from a time when you actually probably enjoyed Rockstar games.
I do remember there's like a certain point about halfway through the game, where you get to, you had the Mexico or whatever, and the game sets you up for like when the cutscene ends, you're standing over you're on a horse on a cliff.
Yes.
The kind of camera's doing like a little rotate over Mexico, and I was like, oh, this is really good. A wolf run up and jumped at me and knocked me off a horse. Like,
that's ruined your whole cutscene.
Thanks a lot. Like, it wasn't like the game had taken over at that point, but I just got attacked by a wolf. I was like, I swear to God.
Looking brilliant. But yeah, it was kind of like that was probably like, that was after they bought the license off Capcom, because a lot of people don't realize is that like Red Dead was actually originally a Capcom license.
It was what was the best way to describe it would be like a
third-person
wave-based shooter.
Yeah.
Like an arena shooter or something like that. Red Dead Revolver, which was cool.
Yeah.
I think Red Dead Revolver I think it was published by Rockstar. Like they did have a hand in making it, but I think it was developed by like a small B tier. I think Red Dead Revolver was just a small Rockstar game. Or was it I don't think it was Capcom.
Capcom owned the publishing rights.
Right.
I believe that.
Or maybe it was a small Capcom studio who made it. It was either a small Capcom studio who made it and Rockstar published it, or it was a small Rockstar studio who made it and Capcom published it. But they were involved. Both of them were involved, I think, in the creation of the game.
Capcom had a hand in the rights, and then Rockstar bought the rights outright from them.
Yeah. I mean, at that point, I think they were probably saying like, well, who gives a shit about cowboy games anymore? Good luck. And they're like, well, we're just going to make GTA with horses. And that's
they fucking did.
Pretty much exactly what they did. Like, I did like RDR2 was good for a time.
Yeah.
And then it overstayed its welcome by about 30 hours.
Yeah.
And then at some point, it was like the wrong protagonist in this, which your woman who done Sadie Adler came out a couple of days ago and said that she would like to see
Sadie
like
Adler.
A sequel or like a parallel game that had her as the protagonist. I was like,
he does disappear for a while and then comes back into the game, and that could happen.
Yeah.
And Sadie was probably the most compelling character from the second game
by far.
I mean, Arthur was great. Don't get me wrong. I liked Arthur, and by the end, Arthur kind of really grew on me. John Marston was still just I don't like
prick
him.
In it, like
he was just a bit annoying, and he was always annoying in the first game. But you were just kind of like enamored with the gameplay in the first game, where like Arthur had like there was that real sort of like human experience of Arthur. Like as time went on, you kind of got attached to Arthur, and as he went through his life and went through the experiences with the tuberculosis and stuff, you kind of fell for him. And then the white hot hatred that I had for Micah. I hated him.
The amount of times I just saved the game and then shot him in the face.
Yeah.
Was I done it a lot. It was like anytime after like a really aggravating cutscene, where it's like, fuck you, Arthur. Like, right, I'm just gonna do a quick save here. And then just
just head off.
Load.
Need to get that out of my system.
Yeah, but like I remember like Undead Nightmare and all was like good shit.
That was so hard.
It was very difficult because you had to keep fucking going back.
And you have to kill they don't die until you got a headshot.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. But yeah, the way you had to like keep going back and like wiping out zombies in areas, it was just like this pointless busy work that just turns a 10-hour game into like a 30-hour game. Just because you're fucking running back and doing shit all the time. But it was was a good. It was yeah. Okay. Yeah. The first one was pretty good. Like I like Cowboys. Cowboys are good shit.
Cowboys are good shit. Yeah.
But I suppose like out of the two, I would have to play the second one more, I guess. Or if someone said, "Do you want to go back and play the first one again or the second one?" I'd pick the second one.
Yeah,
Even
I
though, like the gameplay in it is much worse. But
Yeah, but
presentation is better. I suppose.
presentation's definitely better and stuff. We're gonna
Where
take
we
it.
ta- where we
We're
take that one
going
to?
for it in our year. We're going to probably one of your favorite CD Projekt Red games in The Witcher 2, Assassin of Kings.
Alan Wake is in there.
Oh, Alan Wake's in there. Let's skip that. We're going to go back again to 2010.
Did you leave Alan Wake in there from last week?
No. Alan Wake got released this week on Xbox. I looked at it. This is why Witcher's free's in there as well. The week between, there's like a week where they came on the PC, and then a week it comes out the next week on a fucking console.
Maybe watch the video from last week.
I forget sometimes it's on there, but honestly, it was a light week as well. So I was like, I just need to get.
Wait, this is The Witcher 2, not The Witcher 3.
Witcher free's at top. Look at the right
Oh,
top.
for fuck's sake.
Because it came out in 2015. Think about it.
Right. I don't like The Witcher.
You like 2 though.
2 is pretty good, yeah.
That's why it's in there, because I knew you liked 2. You said that was the last fucking CD Projekt game you enjoyed.
Well, I mean, they've only made like 4 games.
Yeah.
3 Witchers and Cyberpunk.
Yeah, exactly. And how much did you enjoy Witcher 3? So you enjoyed Witcher 2 though.
I enjoyed Cyberpunk for what?
Yeah, I think you did. You just thought it was very buggy
I
experience.
tolerated Cyberpunk. At no point playing it was I like, oh yeah. Well, any cutscene where you were staring at Pan Am, I was like, yeah, all right, this is worth it. And then Judy turns up, and you're like, yeah, all right, this is also worth it. So other than that, whatever.
With Assassin's Kings.
Right, sorry. Witcher 2, Assassin's Kings, still loads of bush in this game as well, so it's all good. Big Yennefer all the way.
Big yen. It's big yen energy.
Although this is a Triss game, Witcher 2 was like 100% hot and heavy with Triss for the majority of it.
Yeah, like
Yennefer-
yen played a smaller role in it, yeah.
Very briefly in this game. Yeah, I think this would be most people's introduction to the Witcher franchise. Because like very few people played 1, and with good reason, because it was garbage.
It was. I tried to go back to 1 about 2 years ago for a laugh, and I was like,
I'm sure it was a laugh, all right. Like,
and I was like, oh my god, like I get what they tried to do with these systems, but this is so much arbitrary bullshit.
yeah, they just didn't have they didn't just quite have the team for it at that point.
Like
Unfortunately,
they had, and like there's little things that are like quality of life things that are missing. Like the later games, the auto switching, like it'll all switch to like the silver versus the steel blade, depending on the enemy you're facing. Where back then you had to be very aware which blade was in your hand versus the enemy you're using. It's like,
do you want some complicated subsystems? Play The Witcher. Like, okay. Do you want a main character who is voice acted by someone who's never voice acted before? Play The Witcher.
I mean, he's gotten better over the years.
He's gotten better, but he's still not good though.
Yeah.
He's no David Hayter, who I also hate.
Why did you bring him up?
I don't know. Actually, you know what? At this point, I would take the guy over. I would take the guy who does. I was gonna say Roach there. That's not right. I would take the guy who does Geralt over David Hayter. Like,
That's fair. That's fair.
I
think he's doing more stuff now as well.
I think David Hayter is a woeful voice actor. You just stick to writing terrible X-Men movies, you prick.
He done them after Metal Gear.
Whatever. I don't have to hear him anymore. Well, he turns up in fucking. He's in Like a Dragon.
Right.
He's the voice actor for the guy who owns the bar. The piano bar.
Yeah.
I was like, this cunt's voice sounds familiar.
Yeah, he is. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
And then I had to look it up, and I was like,
Weren't happy about that.
I just stopped going to the bar after that. Pretty much.
It's a shame.
It's like,
The bars where all your social links happen.
no, I know. I never talked to the.
Okay.
I never talked to the bar.
We're gonna go back a year though, because we're talking about a little bit with Assassin's Kings. Alan Wake. Did you play that at all?
We literally talked about Alan Wake last week.
Yeah, but I can't remember if you played it or not. I just
No,
want
I've
to know.
never. What's Alan Wake? I've never heard of it.
No, I just want to know if you played it or
Yes,
not.
I was the one to put it in.
Last week?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I wasn't sure if you played it or not. I couldn't remember what you said last week about it.
That I liked it.
I hate it.
And it
Move
was-
on.
it was-
I just wanted to verify something. I was just curious. I wanted to go back to ask the question, and then you kept making it long. I was like, I'm just trying to ask one question. You're elongating this.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Right, I'm going to take it forward to like
Time traveling to
Yeah, like-
2011.
to the same week though. In
Pretty sure
2011.
we done Fable 3 last week as well.
Fable 3 came in PC. Honestly, this is a game for the Gearbox, dude. I can't.
I told you to skip ahead.
I don't skip ahead.
Skip ahead enough.
Let's skip ahead into next week and beat next week's games.
If someone could just send us a screenshot of no, actually, because it's not up on YouTube yet. So yeah, this is essentially just the same.
Yeah, because like, you know what they do? You know what they done this time? They released shit on console or PC and then ported it over the next week to the fucking same thing, and nothing else got released.
But what you do is you pick different games.
Yeah, but you know what I could have done? I could have picked games that were like from 30 years ago, and that was it. And no one's going to remember that shit. Even I won't remember that shit.
Well, people are going to remember all these because we talked about these 7 days ago.
I know. That's why it's a really annoying
So
week
I'm
for me.
not going to talk about Fable 3 again.
But are you going to talk about Dragon's Dogma?
I am going to talk about Dragon's Dogma because it was great. I love Dragon's Dogma. It's so dumb. Pretty sure we've also talked about Dragon's Dogma.
We talked about Dragon's Dogma because
Before, I think we talked about it before, but not last week.
no, but it was also because I think we're like doing stuff with Skippable Cutscene with it.
Yes. Give this game a sequel and stop wasting time with their shitty Netflix series. For fuck's sake.
Here's the thing. It really annoys me that they used that as a fucking as a tech demo for the PS4 and then fucking dropped it.
Oh yeah, what was that called? Like Down Deep or something?
Deep Down or
Deep
something.
Down.
Or Down Deep, yeah. But it was like it was
Deep Down,
the
Deep
second
Down, yeah.
game for the Dragon's Dogma series, and it
Yeah.
was a tech demo that came out like it was showed off at like I want to say before the release of PS4 or like first E3, and then it just fucking vanished off
Because
the
they look great, and then they were like,
face of the fucking planet.
nah, fuck you. Like, I have no idea what that studio has been doing.
Isn't that Capcom Studio?
It's a Capcom game, but it's a studio within Capcom, I think.
They have a few studios. I know like they had like a whole thing for a while where like a lot of their prime games were coming like Studio 4 or something like that there. I think that was a studio that created like Viewful Joe, Okami, and a few other bits and bobs. Clover, yeah, but I think it was called their Studio 4, like their fourth studio.
Oh, right.
Like their fourth.
Oh, Clover, well dissolved. They got shut down years ago.
Yeah.
Like 10 years ago. Or
Yeah,
so.
but I'm saying like I think.
Oh, actually, I suppose that's.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, so I think it was that series of studios, if you know what I mean.
Right, yeah.
But then that ended up then like resulting in the Platinum becoming its own thing and the other bits and bobs.
Yeah, because there was Dragon's Dogma Dark Arisen as well, which is like a DLC / Dragon's Dogma 1.5 with like an extra campaign and stuff stuck in it. Brutally difficult, but still a whole lot of fun. And then it had a Netflix show out at the start of the year.
Yeah, that was weird.
It was shite. Like, it was a shite show, but like,
I don't think I had the investment.
I don't know why after all this time they decided the best way to further the series was a Netflix show and not another game. I don't understand. Like, no game has done Dragon's Dogma as good as Dragon's Dogma since Dragon's Dogma came out. There's no games where you're just like, oh, I'm holding on to the side of this fucking thing.
But Platinum did have a game like that in development for a while, and then they scrapped it.
They keep scrapping them. Scalebound got scrapped.
That's what I was thinking about.
Yeah. That one. Oh no, that other one did come out, but it was just terrible. That one where you fight giants or whatever it is.
Yeah.
But it was, people hated it because it was just bad.
Right.
I can't even remember what the fuck it was called.
Attack on Titan.
No. I thought they were all right.
I know that game was
Yeah.
okay. I played that. It was a really infuriating boss fight at one point that kind of annoyed me with it.
Right. No, I cannot remember what the thing I'm trying to think of. It's like a game where you can either fly or jump really high, but you're beating the shit out of like 200-foot monsters. And I was like, that sounds really cool. And then I watched someone play it. It was just like
boring.
Attack his shins until he's dead. Like,
That sounds really boring.
what's the point?
Ocean's End, like he's never going to hear fucking David Hayter's voice because he's got that shit on Japanese.
Oh, I see. Because he's fucking OG. He has to listen to it in Japanese because he can't read. Oh, wait.
What?
Because he can read. Some of us can't read, all right?
Oh man, that I had a fucking hilarious conversation with my mom the other day about that. It's like I was having difficulty reading. My mom got a fucking Echo Show, right?
What?
It's like fucking Amazon Echo things, but
Oh,
it's
yes,
the
yes,
one
yes.
with the screen. And I was sitting there trying to read the screen. I was having difficulty reading the screen. It's like, why can't you read that? There's like, I'm fucking dyslexic. It's like, no, you're not. I'm like, what do you mean, no, I'm not? It's like, you're not dyslexic. It's like, what do you think the doctor was assessing me for? And she's like, oh, what do doctors know?
Such a math thing.
It's such an Irish math thing.
If I say that you're all right, then you're fucking all right.
I think it's more like it was her pride that just she didn't want to have a dyslexic son.
I'm too proud to have a dyslexic son.
It's like a weird pride thing. She didn't want me to be dyslexic. I'm like, you think the doctor was assessing me for, and the reason I had issues in school with fucking like reading and stuff?
Yeah.
As like I said, there's like, why do you think in primary school I had to go to like that wee like reading class thing in the mobile?
I was always dead jealous of that. It was like, here, I have to sit reading all these complicated books, and he's watching some fucking.
I wasn't watching anything.
Reading some book about a caterpillar coming out of an apple, and I'm like,
really can't pick up my apple.
I don't know what you're reading. I wasn't there.
We're reading the same books, but we were just doing it slower. We were hyper focusing on like paragraph, like pages and stuff. Where you guys probably would have went for a chapter. We'd be hyper focused on pages and stuff.
I don't know. Irish parents are a bit weird about that kind of shit. I remember like I went up to the house a couple of weeks ago to have like dinner.
Yeah.
And like it was like a couple of days after I got this chain. I was like, fuck, my dad noticed it about 2 hours in. He was like, what the fuck? What are you wearing? What's that? It's like, that's just some fucking chain. He's like, fuck, you're lucky it's not an earring, or you wouldn't be welcome in this house. It's like, whoa. What? Like me and Tara were sitting there like having dinner with him at the back. He's just like, what?
Big tone up to
what the fuck? What are you talking about? It's like, I'm gonna get my fucking ear pierced now just to fuck on.
The fuck? Tone is. Never heard your dad express anything like that before in my life.
He may have been joking, but it was a very odd joke.
Yeah.
Very odd thing to like joke about. I know.
Tone?
Some people just have like a, I don't know, I guess like it's just a.
I can expect that shit from my dad, but he's old as balls.
Yeah. I think your dad and my dad are not that far away from each other. Okay, well, I think my dad's like 72 or something.
Oh, okay. I don't know if your dad was like maybe it's like late 50s, early 60s.
Oh god, no. Yeah, so I think Tara, if you ever decide to go get your ears pierced, I just get one done as well. Just for the crack.
It'd be funny.
Well, I do have a Prince Albert, but I don't show that to my dad. I don't know if that would assert dominance or not.
Albert? Oh, right.
Dean?
We've missed so many comments. Sorry for being silent. I was giving myself a headache setting up that fucking god. Just fuck, that sounds awful. That's the entire time though. I feel like I've lost some of the context in some of these comments. What's fucking wild?
Your man not believing you're just like.
Oh yeah, that was fucking mad. Man, here the doctors. You're mad. I want the note from the.
I want to know from the government. What does the government know? The government knows less than doctors.
I haven't decided that I'll search for. This is the thing with like I had to explain. I was like, what do you think the thing in primary school was when I had to go to the mobile to do those reading classes? And then what do you think the doctor's assessment was? And then what do you think, like pointing at all these things during my education? And it's just like, my mom was like, well, I mean, what did I know? And I just sit there going,
I know more than I do.
And I'm just sitting, she's like, and she still doesn't believe it. She gave me that, okay, John Paul. Like one of those ones where like, it's like one of those things where it's like, I don't believe you, but I'm not going to start an argument here. So I'm going to passively aggressive agree. And I was like, all right, then.
I know all too well about that because I do it all the time.
Yeah. So it's one of those things where I was like, all right, then when you break that echo show, I'm not helping you fix it.
The next time you have a tech problem, shove it up your ass.
Well, it's one of those things where like my mum and dad have done this before where they got an Echo Dot and that pissed them off after 2 weeks and they gave me it. So I'm expecting to have an Echo show in the next month.
Oh, cool. I'll take your Echo Dot then, wherever it is.
It's in the drawer somewhere. I can get you later if you want.
Sweet. What are we moving on to?
Why do you want my Echo Dot?
I don't know. What are the
It's like old school. It's just like it's just literally like a whole thing that like you have smart controls in the house. So you can voice controls them and stuff.
Okay.
And they
can I just be like, Jeff Bezos, come round to my house and then he'd turn up?
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'll do that.
That's good here. Is it his? Like getting you tattoo first. I still haven't got a tattoo.
We all do.
I haven't got one tattoo. My skin has never felt the.
I've seen yours. He doesn't have any tattoos that you can see.
I got a tattoo of a penis right beside my penis.
Yeah. Just be like, it used to be this size.
Yeah.
Nah, it's much bigger.
With all respect. Dude. Yeah.
Do we have to time travel to 2015 to talk about The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt again?
Nah.
Because it was called The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt last time.
Wild
Is that
Hunt.
why? 'Cause is this a different game?
Yeah.
Just sounds a wee bit like it.
Sounds like you would like it. Same plays the same though.
Are you not a cunt in it?
Nah.
Right.
It's wild the amount of games that like this week, because I was even looking at it as well, and I was like trying to find other games like these are all the tempos, but it's all the same things except for like they released it like a week later on console. And I was like, well, I was looking at going like, what's the other games? And it was like 30 years like before, like for the most part, or it was Japanese releases that we never played, and it was stuff like either we never played or it was 30 years and we definitely never played. And no one here is going to know like things like on the Commodore and shit. I'm like, no one's going to know this. Like I vaguely were one of these games, but I don't know what the rest of the
For
fuck is.
anyone who doesn't know what a Commodore 64 is, it was a keyboard with a tape deck in it.
No, you're thinking of the ZX Spectrum.
No, I've never seen a ZX Spectrum.
I had a ZX Spectrum, and that's what that was.
Commodore. That's what a Commodore was. It was a keyboard with a tape deck on the top of it.
No, Commodore was a screen with a big weird fucking floppy and a keyboard.
No, a Commodore 64 was a keyboard with a tape deck in it. It was cream. Or it
You're
could've been-
sure?
It could have
Unless there's multiple models.
Well, there was more than one Commodore, yeah.
Yeah. Let me see.
Condemned 64.
Condemn 64.
Yeah, that's a keyboard. That's a keyboard with a tape deck in it.
See, the one I've seen.
The monitor, that's not part of the Commodore. That's just the.
There's no tape deck in it.
It's at the top.
Where's the tape deck there? That's not tape deck.
There is a tape deck in that thing.
That looks like it's
You
plugs
put
and stuff.
tapes in it. You son of a bitch.
See, the one I think you're one I thought you were talking about was
Look, the box.
Which
on
one?
The stacking image on the box. Or the C64. There's a tape deck in that fucking thing.
I didn't think it was a tape deck. I thought it was a floppy drive.
You put tapes in it.
Dude, that's not a tape deck. The fucking controller
The
was
tape
in
deck
there.
is at the back. I don't know. I never had mine.
Fucking never had one. You're trying to tell me what one looks like?
I've seen one.
See, that is ZX Spectrum. I can't spell.
Isn't it literally just the letters Z and X?
Is it?
Yeah.
I can't even spell Spectrum right now.
Oh,
So here,
there was a bracket in there.
yeah, there was. There's ZX Spectrum.
All the consoles were all the same at that point. They were
that
all
was the one I had.
yeah. They were all keyboards with fucking tape
But
deck.
I
in
thought you
them.
meant that one there because that one had like the tape deck right there. If you know what I mean.
Right. A Commodore could have been like floppy disks or something. I know. But
I think
all-
Commodores were floppy disks, yeah,
all
because
pretty much the same
the ZX Spectrum was a tape deck.
So this is now a ZX Spectrum floppy disk.
Probably.
See, Robert coming in and just fucking backing me up. Floppy and all
floppies
capitals.
tapes. And I remember it being
Just like
dumb.
you.
Oh. I remember having the ZX Spectrum. That was the first console I had.
Mega Drive. I thought Master System was the first thing you had.
ZX before the Master System. The ZX Spectrum was a hand-me-down, and then we got a Master System, and then we went from Master System to SNES.
You didn't have a Nintendo?
Not the original Nintendo.
Yeah.
We had just the
Fucking I didn't have a Nintendo until the 64. I was a Sega boy. Sega!
My
Love-
sister had a normal
it.
had a normal NES,
Right.
because that's where I got to play with the blaster and shit.
I would fucking love to make a light gun game. Love to make a fucking light gun game.
They are doable. There's like technology coming out that helps with them.
I know, but I'm just putting it out there that I would love to make a light gun game. If James or David is in the chat, which I highly doubt, let's make a light gun
Let's
game.
make a light gun game, yeah.
That you have to give us a pound every time you die. You have to put a pound. Yeah, when the game
You
comes,
essentially want to make an arcade coin op.
the game comes with the PayPal link,
Oh, that's grim.
and every time you die, you have to give us a pound, and then we give you another life.
So you made an electronic arcade coin op without the coins?
I think it'll do really well.
That's grim.
I'm looking forward to making it.
Okay, looking forward to
It's gonna,
making
it's
it.
gonna be good shit. I just want to make another Time Crisis. I don't give a fuck. What are we moving on to?
I mean, it's up to you. Do you want to do your project, or do you want to do your project? Do you want to go on to skip? It's
Well-
we have a very light deck this week, honestly.
Yeah,
because we
we'll-
don't have the cutscenes because there's fuck all cutscenes.
We'll finish
Not
up. with-
cutscenes. Sorry, there's cutscenes.
There's no trailers.
There's no trailers.
We'll,
That's
we'll,
why
fin- we'll finish up with my little project because there's really not that much to show. So we'll move on to skip.
Why don't you skip it all now?
Skip.
You can just skip it now.
Just skip it.
You can just skip it
Let's
now.
just skip it. Let's
We
just go
skipping it.
home.
We skipping it.
We're skipping skippable. I'm just gonna fuck off.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I mean, it's a really light episode, but it's because like there's just so little to fucking work with this week. It's one of those ones, but that's why we're just gonna have a chat for a while.
That's why we have mouths,
Yeah.
because we can open and close them
Yeah.
and things can come out.
Yeah. We do have a big week next week though, because we have
guest
Varadol.
week.
We have Varadol for next week.
Do you want me to whip up another little
I don't want to sound cocky.
quiz?
I don't want to sound cocky. I think I'd beat him.
What does he play?
Predominantly PC. Because I know everything you're going to probably talk about will be a meld of console and PC, but
Well,
I also played a lot of PC.
I'll just pick all PC games then. I'll wrangle in a couple of PC players and we'll do.
I mean, if you want to do that and put me and him head to
and
head
you know what
again,
we're going to do this time?
What?
We're going to incorporate the green screen. I don't know why I'm pointing over there. It's not up.
how are we going to do that?
I'm going to be in the greens. I'm going to be in the zone,
Oh, you want to be in the green zone?
and I'll be in between yous
That's
in
interesting.
the green zone.
You're going to put yourself in the green zone.
You'll get me in a suit again next week, but it'll be a different suit.
How many suits do you have?
About 4.
It feels like we're so early into the pod. It is almost 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
Is it me? Is time just passing faster than I'm aware of, or like what is going on here?
I don't know.
Are we going in this segment early, or am I just insane? Oh, I don't know how I feel. This feels weird. It feels like time is fucking with me right now.
Well, you remember like last week we done Skippable like first?
Oh, that was weird. No, it's 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks.
Whatever. It's just it feels like time. Let's break BRB. Yeah, it's time for people's pissy breaks.
we could use this green screen to just put me on a game show stage. Although, hold on, technically, wouldn't it be a better idea to put you two on a game show stage?
See, you've got these ideas, right?
Yeah.
We need to make sure we're not doing this shit literally last second.
Well,
because it's a more grander idea.
And next week will be a very light week for me work-wise, so I could turn up much earlier than I normally do.
Yeah, okay.
I'm talking about like 3 o'clock. And I
that's fine with me.
Like maybe 4.
That's fine with me, and then we can work this out because that's going to be a lot of. There's got to be a lot of. The idea sounds amazing, and I'm all for it, and I would love to jazz all over it.
You want to fuck it?
But it's going to be one we'll need to because the logistical side of things, so making sure we got like the right background in play and like make it look nice.
We'll get it. We'll do it.
Yeah, that sounds good.
We'll make it hard. We'll make it hot and heavy.
We'll make it hot and heavy. You know what we need to do though? We need to go over to the rules. Bam. What's that? I don't know if I had a rules button there, so that's why I've done it for you.
What happens if I hit this?
I don't know. Maybe that wasn't.
No, it could have been it. Yeah.
That could have been it. I didn't know. I apologize. So the rules are on screen for people, for them to, and this also gives us an opportunity to set up the skippable though as well. So
for anyone who can read.
For anyone who can read. If you can't read, well then, yeah.
RIP looking at stuff on Twitch then, I suppose.
Yeah, I know, right? What do you like? But yeah, it also gives me a chance to also at some point get this, right? It's going to be fucking a revolutionary thing. Fix my kimono.
Oh, yes, that's right. Yeah, turn that bitch inside out.
Yeah. Oh, so much. Nice. I've just leveled up. I don't know why, like my understanding of time and today feels so fucking. Like, I feel like it's been like this whole week for me where I felt like and I was talking to you earlier about this here, but it feels like minutes are weird. It also feels like when I sleep, I'm still awake. Like I wake up like my body's been doing stuff, but I've not been conscious.
If you want, every time you want to go to sleep, I could just run down here real quick and just choke you.
I choked myself last night, funny enough.
Oh, is that why you got a good sleep?
No. Got terrible sleep last night.
Right, because you choked yourself?
No, I don't think it's because I choked myself. No, I was on stream, I was just choking myself.
Right.
The chat found it very exciting.
You just like
just giving it to myself, yeah. Oh shit, did not play your sound?
What sound?
People had sounds playing, apparently wasn't playing them because it was full of wee dick spirit, apparently. Why is the whispers not?
That wee dick energy. I don't know if anyone's whispered to you yet.
No, because I have whispers over here, but I don't have them over here.
Oh, okay, right.
There we go. Just a refresh.
As far as the goes, I couldn't.
Okay, you want me to? Well, I'm gonna turn this off here.
That's some light threat of physical violence.
Threat of physical violence for all our cats out there.
For all our big sexy cat girls. It's just me in a cat costume.
Yeah, it looks like I haven't carried over some of the stuff on the thing. I can fix that. There's always
absolute Fenian.
Sorry,
I can say that because we're Fenians.
You're not wrong, actually. Yeah.
My name's Brian Fenian.
Brian Fenian.
Can we take the roads down? I think the roads have been up long enough.
Yeah, I just want to fix something first.
Oh yes, what is the theme this week? This PVG was responsible for doing this week's skippable, and
it's RPG.
Our role playing grenades. That's what the games are this week. Really pink grenades. Pink grenade games.
You know when you just can't find the thing you're looking for. What? I think I know what's wrong. I always copy in the wrong thing. Copy. Son of a bitch. Oh, why am I?
I don't think this is the time to be doing this.
It is the time.
I don't entirely know what you're doing.
Just fixing stuff. Just fixing the alerts. Nice to work for people. That's all. If you want to jump us over to our screen on screen. Actually, don't. Nah, you're
You
grand.
fucking kidding me? Will you take your penis out of your hand?
It's
just
grand.
Do your shit.
I'm doing my shit right now. I was just doing multiple shits. It's grand. They can look at my wonderful background. Yeah, look at that there. It's my new
It's a
background.
pretty sexy background though.
Yeah, I've been playing with the backgrounds more and more every week. It's not us if I'm not creating colossal messes for us every week. Why? Clicking on all the wrong. So I'm sure everyone knows the rules. Crack is with at the minute. So, that file. There we go. There we go. All good. Luke Nickums at Gifford. Repurposable penis girdles.
Repurposable penis.
Okay, sick him here. Oh, we got like so many whispers come through already.
Big
Hospital
sexy ass
whisper.
whispers.
Do you have a big dong? Sex test. Wow.
Do you have a big dumb sex test? Who wrote that?
That was separate messages.
Ooh.
So our theme this week is going to be RPGs.
RP Jizzles.
RP Jizzles, and the idea behind it is like just things with RPG mechanics essentially.
If it has an RPG in it,
if there's some sort of leveling system where you spend points and
if
you level up,
if there is some kind of rocket propelled grenade in it, then
could be in there. Yeah.
fucking you boy Hanny's in the chat.
Hanny's in the
I haven't
chat.
seen Hanny in a bit.
Hey, Hanny, how are you? Keeping well? We all ready? Should we get into this here? Everyone know the rules, okay? I'm sure they probably did have to read in the screen for a good 2-3 minutes there.
Nah, I'm just happy to sit here and just
Yeah.
watch this screen. For
Right, let's go. Let's get us going. You want me to hydrate? I can hydrate.
Hey, bitch. Oh my god. Oh, I know what this game is. This is what do you call it? What is it? Mama cooking?
Yeah, it's cooking, mama.
Cooking mama. That's the one. Mama
Cooking
mama cooking.
Mama cooking.
Mama cooking.
Mama's cooking.
Big mama cooking.
So far, I've got a bunch of right answers in. Who would have thought? I mean, I did pick game. We are trying to pick games that are very accessible. So,
I mean, all you really need to hear is someone going,
yeah, you kind of know what you're going with that there, don't you?
and you should get it.
Where the fuck is Rob on this list? I keep missing him every week. Like, not missing him, but like it's
he is number 10. Number 10.
number 10. Yeah, it looks like everyone so far has got the right answer. Yeah, your whispers are going for you, Jake. You got the right whisper. You got the right one there. So yeah, with like this the first one anyway. Relatively easy. I'll say what our double pointer is. The sound brings back the Xena memories. Was that type of music in Xena?
Fucking big Xena. Lucy Lawless, more like Lucy Rawless, because she had me rubbing my dick raw.
Damn.
Fine.
I think that's. Should we play it again, or are we good with that?
Did anyone not get it right?
No one did not get it. So everyone got it.
In the lands of Zaron, the humans of Koopa Keep struggle to stay alive.
Whose voice could this possibly be?
I don't know.
The hunkiest man there ever was.
The hunkiest man ever was. Yeah.
Darkness falls as the humans beg their king to save them. A noble king known only as the Grand Wizard.
It's one we haven't. It's one we haven't had.
I haven't. Actually, I have definitely not.
With only the bravery of champions
Can't put this on any of them.
Yeah. I went there with it.
What was the question that Hanny wanted to ask us?
It just wants to hydrate.
Oh shit. drink
You're
this
very close with the right title. It's just that one word's wrong. Should I just give it? Yeah. Okay.
That's fine.
Spreads throughout the land. In order to save the humans,
So far, Jake,
must get to the new kid.
Ocean,
She has no question. Hi, Hanny. I'm seeing you in ages.
To take the sacred
Rob,
path of human
not so wicked yet.
for whomever controls the stick controls the universe.
What the fuck? Should we play it again?
Yes.
To save them,
Fucking love The Simpsons.
Fucking love Simpsons, dude.
deep in the lands of Zaron.
Yeah, everyone who answered so far has got it right.
As they are attacked
And he says
by
hi.
the drow elves
Damn right.
I think because we started a little bit earlier, or maybe it feels like a little bit earlier, people are not maybe here for.
You fucking calm down.
I'm worried.
Who's not here?
Kyle.
Shit. You're right, Kyle's not here. Someone message him.
They could be working though. He did get a new job.
That's true. Well, what can we do then?
Nothing.
We can't do anything if he's working.
Yeah, he's nothing.
The Drow elf armies continue their attacks. They seek the humans' most treasured relic, the stick of truth.
It's one of those ones where like
The name is in the trailer.
yeah, well, you know, it's easy, isn't it?
In order to save the humans, the Grand
It's one of those ones where like we've done so many of these, and this is the first time we put this property in here.
There's always going to be, you know, games that we just uncover at some point. Like,
So I was just like, yeah, it's kind of like I want to try and put some stuff. This week I tried to put in games we'd never definitively never
right,
even looked at.
100% never looked at before.
Yeah.
Shit.
I've like some corpses hanging off TV masts. These games have like incredible soundtracks. Ocean's coming out the right answer.
I'm going to tell you right now, it's not 5.
Definitely not. No.
You ever been on giantbomb.com?
I have been on giantbomb.com. That's correct.
Did we ever talk about that?
Do I push him for a number on that one? Going to need a number on that, Jake.
Like we said, it's not 5, but it's close.
I'll replay it again.
Yeah, did we ever talk about Giant Bomb shutting down?
No, it's not shutting down, but they've lost a lot of members. Wrong game, not so wicked. Different
That's true.
different Japanese property.
Bill, we haven't seen Billy around that much recently.
No, I have no idea where he's probably doing his own thing. Rob's got it right as well. Yeah, got it right. Rob's got it right. Oh, that's always coming the right one. You got the right answer, Dean. Why did I ask if you liked this?
Fucking love Turtles. Donatello, Michelangelo, they're all cool.
Yeah.
Shall appear in the heavens. Justice shall fall upon the world of men. The armies of light and shadow will clash.
Can you get this one, or you're
Thinking.
You'll get it in a second. The cutscene gives a very big clue at one point.
This just looks like every RPG cutscene.
Ever, right? But no, it gets very specific in a minute here.
No, okay, I think I have an idea.
Do you want?
No,
it's
it's
like,
fine. I'll-
do I want to mute?
Oh yeah, I think we've used this exact cutscene before.
Yeah, but I used the latter half, where this time I used the first half.
I'm gonna mute myself here.
Just a bad dream. We should be getting you home.
But there's still work to be
We live for.
I can't believe this is a Mario game. So crazy.
translations are
Oh, not Kingdoms of Amalur, Jake. Sorry, Dean, you got it right. Not so wicked. You are a little bit on the right track, just not necessarily hitting the mark there. Ocean's got it right. Not so wicked came with the right one.
in the heavens.
Playing it again because obviously that one that you could tell that intro confused people a little bit because everyone's kind of like going,
Yeah, when I was sticking this game in when we were doing this last time, I chose not to include this part because it's so generic. This could be any RPG that will not.
That's
spring,
why I would-
will not spring for a proper cutscene.
I wanted to make it a
department.
little bit harder, and then that's why I kept in the part that made it very visible what it was. So I wanted to see if people could get it based off this part, and then they would have like their confirmation.
Yeah, it's very obviously Super Mario Sunshine.
Yeah. If it's not Super Mario Sunshine, then get in the bin.
I don't really think Super Mario Sunshine is an RPG though.
Oh, it's Paper Mario, isn't it?
Yeah, I think you may have
Why
fucked
did I
up.
not put that in there?
You moron.
Legit, I was like,
You absolute moron. People probably wouldn't have got it though. They're all babies in here. They wouldn't know what Super Mario is.
I
Good
don't
luck
like
the
them
original
putting chemicals in the
Mario-
water that turn the friggin' frogs gay. Do you understand that? Turn the friggin' frogs gay.
this crap?
So much sunshine. And no Paper Mario.
Dream. We should be getting you home.
But there's still work to be done.
Yeah, from a Let's Play still works. Oh, Rob came in with the right answer.
Are correct.
Always good to play it a second time, even though these cuts we have extended the length of the cutscenes quite a bit. So
Yeah, I don't think. Well, I think last week was a bit of a kind of a one-off. Where
oh
it was
no, we
like,
had to do that one because
it was like it was like 25 minutes.
mine's is not that long. Mine's is only like a
That's fine. Yeah,
What, 15-minute video?
Oh, I know what this is. I kind of like the long ones. It was kind of fun because you could just
because you can just kind
you
of
just pretty much like put the whole motherfucking trailer in there, like
yeah. Like don't get me wrong, I'm enjoying extending it out as well, so it's not just still 10
yeah,
seconds.
because like every so often I'll go back and look at like one of the first ones but done, and they're about 4 minutes because it's like
Jake coming in the right
it's
answer.
like 20 seconds of a trailer,
Soul's Ocean.
and we move on. This was, if anyone has a decent memory, this was my game of the year 2020. Well, a game of the year from a previous year.
My game from previous year was
2020.
Judgment, which is fine enough. So I just completed the game. Playing for Mass Effect though. You been playing for it?
Oh,
Are you on 2 yet or still on 1?
I'm still on 1.
Same.
I take that shit slow. I slow thrust Mass Effect games.
Slowly.
I'm a slow fuck.
Get in there.
Slow fuck when it comes to Mass Effect.
People are not. Oh shit! It's
This is the Rick and Morty game. Morty, what Dr. Morty?
Funny enough. This is from a developer.
I'm a doctor.
This is from a developer that also have another game on this list today. No, not so wicked. Sorry, that is not the game. I mean, it's a property in the game, but it's not the game. You'll find that is a thing inside the game. Next game.
We're only going through that once.
Did we only go for it once? Oh shit, let's go for it again then. Sorry. It's so long, I thought it was went for twice. We'll play for it again then.
It's kind of a
Sorry, that's not it, Ivor.
it's a Fallout-esque, not Fallout. We're falling in.
We fell out of love with Fallout. That's why we started playing this
we
game.
fell in love with Fallout and then fell in love with this instead.
Yeah. I actually did love this game.
Yeah, it was
When
great.
I played
like,
it was
good
so
shit.
good.
I haven't bought any of the DLC for it, but
Are they still...
I think they're still doing like wee bits and bobs.
This goddamn what game was it? I want to play it.
Who's asking you that?
And he's just like,
Fucking cheating. Honey's cheating.
I want to play it. I'll
What was
tell you what the game is after.
The previous game was Diablo 3.
Oh, Rob's coming up with the right game.
It was Diablo 3, isn't it?
Yeah, the previous one
Yeah.
was that Doblo free.
It was Diablo 3.
You got it right that time. Not so good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you got it. You got it. Rob also getting it.
Rob also.
Right,
did.
Hanny's not playing, so she can't cheat. But she's not playing, so she can't cheat. That's fine.
That's fair. Good game though.
Got my eye on you. We have to hydrate. I'll hydrate for both of us. Why do I keep hearing the Discord message sound?
Because she's messaging. Discord. Next game.
Next game.
Next game.
That was the Outer Wilds. No, it wasn't. It was the Outer Worlds.
Wonder what this game is.
Hot Robot Boy and Hot Robot Girl, the game.
Do hot robot things.
Two hot robots just being hot and being robots at the same point.
Right answers all over the show. I knew everyone was getting this right away. Like this was like a softball on the.
This is the double pointer, yeah.
No, it is not. I think the double pointer might make people a bit.
I like this game. I was like,
That's it.
50-50 on it.
It's so pretty. It's that game that John can't play. Yeah, because the PC doesn't want to play it.
PC version shit.
Yeah. Like it's one of those things where like it's a console port and it's a really poor one.
Yeah, it's weird. For as much as I really love the first game, I just really bounced off this one.
They brought out another one recently, but I haven't heard
It's a
anyone talk
prequel?
about it. Yeah, it's a prequel. It's like a
Yeah.
remake of the one that was before this, I believe.
The first one?
Or
was there one in between?
I think there was one in between called.
Right.
So you had Nier, then you had Nier something else, then you had Nier Automata.
Right.
You did get it, Jake. Yeah. I'm gonna need the full title on that, Dean.
Because that's technically the first one.
That's technically the first one, yeah. Play it again.
I think everyone got it. I think you'll get it though.
Well, mate.
Get it in the next one. As we're doing the next one. But I'll not say until Dean answers. Oh shit, I know that ship.
Yeah, you do.
That's a boss ass ship.
Yeah, you do.
Unsurprised.
Rob's in there like footwear.
Unsurprisingly, Rob is the first one to answer. Is this the double pointer?
No.
No? Oh, Jesus.
Fuck my internet this night. Oh shit, Hannah's having internet issues. I did say the answer, but it also said all the... I did say the answer and he still didn't get it right. He still only said like the first game.
Shut up, you stupid droid. Son of a bitch. As far as this one...
Oh, not the right entry, not so wicked. I'd actually click into that there because they're so fucking long.
Yeah, we don't need the full title. We'll take the abbreviation.
Take the abbreviation, but you're all guessing the wrong in. Oh, Ocean's got the right one now.
Remember,
you're all guessing the wrong iteration.
Remember, there's more than one. Also, Dean just got the last one right. It was near Automata. Not so wicked. You had the right game. You just didn't have the right number. The first
Same
time,
with you dig as well.
Yeah, the first time. So I don't know what the hell that was. Oh shit, Cad's turned up.
Oh shit, Kaz, alright. Been turned down a single. Oh, he's missed so much.
He'll be alright.
Playing it again though.
He'll call it back.
There we go. There we go. People are getting it right now.
It is Shadows of the Empire.
How did you know?
Because I made this game.
Bitch.
I made it for the N64 when I was a wee baby. I was just making games.
You weren't a baby when the N64 came out.
As a small child.
I was say you were like a teenager.
When the N64 came out, dude, I was like 8.
It was 19. Oh yeah,
it was like 98.
No, you were 10.
Oh, well,
You were
I'm still not a
10-ish.
teenager.
I mean, yeah, but you still had it till you were about 14, right?
Fuck you.
Games.
Fuck you.
Just fuck you.
You fucking piece of shit.
Probably gonna miss it this week. I'm gonna rejoin when I get home. No worries, Cal. We got plenty of time. We ain't going nowhere.
Big kisses to Cad. I'm gonna give Cad 3,685 kisses.
It's a lot of kisses. I did hate that mining facility as well, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
You didn't get it, Dean. No, you need to think. If it's not that one,
Dean, it's not that particular entry in that series.
It's not that either.
I said Shadows of the Empire as a joke. You were more right with the first guess. Did Not So Wicked get it?
Yes.
Yeah, you did. Yes.
Yes. Jake got it. Jacob did his, so he got it. Yep.
Oh, the good one. I'm gonna quote that.
That's at 2025. Think about that. That's 4 years from
my
now.
God, we're gonna have to do a lot in 4 years to get the word at this point. Like,
we're gonna ruin the world. We're gonna have to do a lot.
we're gonna have to do it real fucking quickly.
Yeah.
This nuclear fallout can't last for 4 years.
Dickhead.
Look at that. Ocean's only discovering 32 weeks in that he's a nerd. We know. We know.
Nerd.
You dork. Sorry. We're all the same. Like,
Yeah, I'm a fucking nerd too.
who do you think makes them? Who do you think makes these lists?
Yeah. These two fucking nerds.
These two dickheads.
Cause breaking, you fucking nerd.
You fucking dork. Get away from me, you pleb.
I'm gonna come in your mouth.
You fucking. I'm gonna come in your ass.
I wonder how that would have worked.
What? You coming in my mouth?
It is not that handy, but I thought you were playing. That does exist. It does exist, Hanny. Hannah's coming in with an answer of the right nature there.
I just didn't
Dean
like this game
has
very much.
got it right as well.
War never changes.
War never changes.
Which you
So
say
nowhere, dirty bastard.
every fucking iteration.
Those who survived did so in great
Yeah, nerd is literally liking something a lot. One second, I need to skip back and then reread that. Okay. Lays on that. You can be a nerd about life. Yeah, that's true. You did indeed get it, Jake. You're covered. We're gonna play it again. Oh boy, it does exist. Yeah, that game you mentioned, Hanny, does exist. It's not that game though.
Oh my god.
Squeak this time. Oh wow. Fucking my mic arms being a wee squeaker. Long time I want to get new mic arms, but like they're about $100 each, and they have.
What if we just
XLR
pay
cables.
people to hold the mics in front of our faces?
That's a bit odd. Might cost a pretty penny as well.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how cheap we can get people to do it.
Pretty
Did Not
penny.
So Wicked get it right?
Yeah, she did.
Not So Wicked, just assume you got it right. If we don't say you got it.
If you get it
right,
wrong, I tell you, you got it
yeah,
wrong.
if
Like,
you get it wrong, we tell you. If we say nothing, then you got it right.
you got it right though. It's okay.
Yeah.
You don't have to. You don't have to apologize. You're just inquiring.
Just you've been
all good.
you've been right more than you've been wrong this season, more than anyone, I guess. So
Yeah,
just
and
assume
in fact,
that
I
you're
think this
still
week's
right.
I think this week's one of the few times we've had to ask you to correct yourself. Usually, you're actually quite on the ball for the
That's
games.
true.
Oh, Mikey's coming in. Oh, hi, Mikey.
Oh, hi, Mikey.
Anna,
It
you
is,
got
it
the
is not 38. It is not
I've never heard of that game.
that.
It's not Jedi Knights. Dean, I'm not accepting your answer for the previous game because you just answered it now like way later, and it's still the wrong game.
It was
so that
it was Knights of the Old Republic 2, the last one.
so too late to be answering that. Now. It's
This was Fallout New Vegas, which people consider, the good one.
yeah,
it was
you mean.
fine.
That was the same makers of
I
the
didn't
other
really-
ones.
I didn't really like it.
This is our double pointer.
2 pointers. This is easy.
I've never heard of that game specifically, Hanny. Fuck is an interesting game.
Fuck is a good. I like fuck.
I've never played fuck on any console. I've only played it in person.
Are you a fuck virgin?
No.
But yeah, you just said you haven't played it.
On any console. If you like,
So yeah, so you're a fuck game virgin.
well, I guess when it comes to the consoles, yeah, I've only played it in person.
Yeah. Well, then you're a game virgin. Then.
Yeah, I'm a game virgin, sadly.
Yeah. Is anyone going to get this?
Oh shit!
Yeah, people got it.
People got it, yeah. Which was Jake and Ocean.
An ocean of Jakes.
An ocean
Could you
of Jakes.
imagine that?
I mean, I don't like one of them already, but sure. Yeah, I don't know. Right?
Oh my god.
Oh, Rob got it. Honey, what is that answer? I'm going to click on it in a wee second.
I mean, she's not wrong. It is a game with snow and a bird.
Snow and a nice burb.
Yeah. That is
Yeah,
also,
you can't.
that is also true.
Please play twice. We'll play twice. Don't worry. In fact, this one I might have to play
Actually,
three
you know what?
times.
We'll play it thrice.
Not once, but twice. But even
thrice.
thrice, because it is such a unique cutscene. To give it a context clue, the bird takes a shit there,
Yeah.
and then in game it lands on your character's
It lands
face.
on your character's face right at the start of the game.
Yeah, like some bird just bukakis the shit out of you.
It's a Japanese bird.
That's a Japanese term. That shows my ignorance.
Are
yeah.
you fucking kidding me?
Oh, I'm legitimately.
Yes.
Okay. I never
Don't
thought that.
even know your Japanese porn terms. And
I
you
know
call
what
yourself someone who lives on the internet. Get the fuck out of here.
I have like the stream can tell you the amount of stuff that I actually have to have memes explained to me is on the regular is quite a lot. I've heard the term bukkake before. I'm aware of what a bukkake act is. I'd never really thought about it from a language perspective. I thought it was just a weird internet term. I didn't think it actually came from like another language.
Of course it's Japanese. Of course it is.
I never really put much thought into it, if I'm honest. Who would have thought, like, when it came to the idea of cum being all over a person from like multiple sources, that the fucking wordplay would have been the part I was going to.
The fucking Japanese love that. I love it.
The word part?
They love coming on people.
Yeah, well, that's the part that they want you to focus on. I don't think
Fuck's sake.
I didn't think it was going to be a situation where we're going to focus on the actual
fucking piece of
the
shit.
act of we're going to play it one more
We
time.
have to play this bad boy today.
Rice. It is definitely our hardest one for this week.
We've talked about this game a couple of times. Did we just talk about this a minute ago?
We call Peter Molyneux a piece of shit.
Peter Molyneux is a cunt, and that's all you.
A big lying cunt.
That's all the context you should need for guessing this one. Is
Yeah.
that Peter Molyneux is a big bitch.
He likes to express deep lies as video
Yeah.
game truths.
I would
about his
I would
games.
just put my hand slowly,
you will be able to see the actual world grow around
slowly in his mouth.
You'll come back next season and cherry blossom that you planted will be much bigger.
And then I will put my hand in his mouth and then see how long he can sit there with my hand in his mouth.
I need to delete my search history after. What? Okay.
This is not a game related to Bukkake in any way.
I'm gonna need to know what you were searching, honey.
She's searching Bukkake.
Close, not so wicked.
Not too wicked. Right franchise.
Right franchise, wrong game.
Wrong title. Maybe just go up. Just go up. Go on. Just go up one.
Oh, I shouldn't do that.
Yeah,
I'll
why
give
you
myself brain
hit
damage.
yourself in the head, you fucking
I don't know.
bastard.
Just make myself up.
Just go up.
Maggie's dropping of the right answer. Maggie's good. I like that.
That's wicked. I said go up 1. You went up 2.
One second. I'm trying to get Maggie's answer in here because I can't find Maggie on the fucking board. Did someone else come in there? No,
Yeah,
weird stuff popped up.
Oh, wait, because she was searching Bukkake? No, it's wicked. You got it right there in the end.
In the end.
And in the end, it doesn't even matter.
A very
Because
Linkin Parky.
I've come so far and I've come on your mum. I don't know the lyrics to that song.
in the end.
And in the end, I came all over your dad. But in the style, in the rhythm of that, and in the end, it doesn't even matter. Because I came all over your dad. And he was like,
Same time as well. It was quite the act.
John, what are you doing?
Because the one room just jazzing all over.
Because your
people.
dad also called John. Was like, John, don't come on me. He was like,
2 right answers already.
done.
That's a wicked and Ocean.
I've come on him. Is this the last game?
Yeah.
This is the last game.
Singular unsettling tales suggested the mansion itself was a gateway to some fabulous and unnameable power.
Rob's coming with the right answer.
With relic and rich
This game is great, but also.
Oh yes, the last game was Fable 2.
Oh,
We
yeah.
did not say what the last
Yeah,
game
it
was.
was
It was
Fable 2,
it was
yes.
Fable, the second one.
Yeah.
exhausting what remained
This game is
of
great,
the
but it's really difficult.
swarthy workmen and sturdy
Fable 3.
wolves.
Yeah.
This is Fable 3.
It's feel free.
At last,
I wonder if this will ever get a sequel. I think they're still just kind of pumping out content for this.
I think they are working on something. I think I'm reading that.
But they're a very small studio. Like they're like a handful. I applied for a job
Really?
with these guys a couple of years ago.
I want to play it one more time.
Unfortunately, I didn't hear anything, but I think it's mostly because they're based in Canada.
ruin
I was like, you know what? Why not?
family.
Were you kind of trying to see if you could move to Canada?
Yeah, I was like, you know what? If they give me a job, I'll fucking go.
Honorable house,
But I just never heard anything.
opulent
Oh,
and
fuck, Handy coming in with the right answer.
gazing proudly from its stoic perch above the moor. I lived all
That's our first
my
point of the
years
season.
in that
Oh, you have to add her into the thing.
No, she's there.
Oh, she's there.
flattened by decadence and luxury.
Let me tell you, Dean.
I began to
It is not Hollow Knight.
Singular unsettling tales suggested the mansion itself was a gateway to some fabulous.
You
Do you check the pictures of thing you Google? Because like,
Yeah, you played this a lot on stream, right? You streamed this for quite a fair amount of time.
oh yeah, for
this
like
game.
literally. That's why I'm wondering if he ever looks at the pictures of what he Googles, because like if he pictured,
Yeah.
if you put Hollow Knight into Google, you would know it doesn't look anything like the art style in this.
Isn't Hollow Knight 8-bit?
No, but it's wispy.
It's pixel art.
It's not pixely, but it's definitely like
Oh no, sorry, no. Oh yes, Hollow Knight is like.
you're being Shovel Knight.
I am thinking of Shovel Knight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Diluvian evil.
Hovel Knight or Hovel Knight. That's a combination of the two of them.
That's just done. Oh fuck, your Twitch boss streamed a lot, honey. Fair enough.
Who's Twitch? What? Who's a Twitch boss?
Some people like when they run teams have bosses and stuff. They're a little bit more, hands on with
Are
the
we-
stream teams.
are we
We're
the
part of
bo-
a stream team. We don't have any sort of.
Are we
like
the
that.
boss of our own
We,
stream?
we do our own thing. We are associated with the Pajama Party, but we don't do anything. We're not mandated by them. The Pajama Party are chill and cool. They don't mandate or do any crazy shit
Why don't
like
we
that.
just start our own party then?
Because there
Like
ain't
an
no
NI
party like
like
an
a-
S Club party, son.
There ain't no party like an NI party, which is what we should start.
Pirate
people,
party.
Just people from Northern Ireland being like, here, mate, guess I'll go on your deck.
That's an
like-
interesting party to be part of.
What? No, that last one was Darkest Dungeon. by the
Darkest
way.
Dungeon, yeah. Hollow Knight is pretty cool looking. I played Hollow Knight on stream as well. Really, it's a good Metroidvania game. Really good. Really
That's
good.
okay. Ain't no party like an IRA party. Ocean, see when you come over here, not even if, when we are making you wear a balaclava. That's going to be French.
Our after school club.
Yes, our after school club. What if I break? Give me the one.
No, 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 no.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I just realized what you played.
I was trying to skip it by the time we come back.
Oh god damn.
Oh my god, there's cats. There's cats in the raft. See, you look like you're you look like you're wearing balaclava. I just look like I'm cosplaying as a shit ninja.
You shouldn't have broken.
It wasn't my fault.
I know. This one's close to breaking as well.
Yeah,
right?
technically, I don't think these were put together in a very like.
You know, we could just get someone to sew that there, like a little bit better, and you'd be fine.
Or we could buy good ones.
I mean, I did buy these for £2.
Ocean's, yeah, Ocean's right. We're cat burglars. Because we're.
Yeah, I can easily sew back together.
Pussy noises everywhere.
Let me rub your. I mean, it still hides your identity quite well. I was so tempted to answer the door like this for the community outreach people yesterday.
I like getting plowed in my ass while I play Overwatch.
Wow. Because I'll
you had to take your headphones off. You weren't listening to that.
I swear to God.
So
if
I'll
don't
give you like a
stop
rundown
that,
what
I'm gonna
happened.
break your Nico kneecaps.
So what happened was I was sitting and I was like, I had that weird lull between like streams and my like work, right? And so I'm sitting there getting my dinner. Most times when I'm getting my dinner, I'm like, yo, I'm gonna play music while I tell a story because it's quite fucking. So I'm sitting there and trying to get my dinner. It's one of those things. If someone comes up to the door, and I'm kind of like, oh, it's better not be a fucking salesman or someone trying to fucking eat my dinner. It was like the community people from around here, and they're like, it's like, hello, yeah, we're part of the community outreach, and I'm like, okay, yeah, cool. It's like, so I heard you do streams. I was like, how the fuck did you hear about that?
What?
It's like, well, your neighbor. We talked to your neighbors before, and they said,
and about the noise.
and she's like, she knows that you might like work on stuff like that there because for some reason, I was like, she's not wrong, but yeah, I do. It's like, oh yeah, you know, we and then start talking about community stuff like the community garden they do, and the community like around the corner up the street near Tesco, and then like the weird free book thing they do.
Yes.
They do that there, and there was like, it's like, yeah, so we do like community stuff and that there, and we're like trying to obviously get more people involved and stuff. And then she was like, she was like, it's like, so like, you know, we like the kids do a podcast and stuff. It's like, and then I was like, oh, that's cool. It's like,
do you want to be involved? Like,
it was one of those things where I was kind of like, I don't really have time to get involved in that there. It's like, yeah, we're just, you know, it'd be nice to have like someone who knows, maybe like could give us a little bit of advice on a few bits and bobs and stuff, like equipment and all that. And I'm like, I mean, if you ask me some questions, I'm more than happy to answer them, but I can't really go around doing tech support for you, so I don't have the time to do that and stuff.
To be fair, that is probably what they wanted. Like,
yeah,
fix all their like, oh, I can't get my fucking computer to connect to the internet when I'm outside. Like, that's
and like, there was one of those things, and she was like, it's like, do you like movies and stuff? I was like, yeah, I like movies. Like, what's your favorite movie? And I said, Crow. So she goes like, I'm really into Wes Anderson, and it's the one time I know stuff about movies, right? And like, you know me, I'm not a cinephile.
Why are you answering questions from these people?
I'm just talking.
I just want to close the door.
Because I didn't want to be rude, right? I didn't want to be that dickhead, right? And then
when?
It was like, you know what? It was just one of those times. It's like, you know what? Like, their community outreach program. It's not like some dickhead's trying to make me buy into like a fucking Sky service or something, right?
Oh, there would have been money at one point, like.
Yeah, probably, but they didn't get. But then, so they go to me. It's like, and then it's the one time I knew something about movies. Like, oh yeah, the guy who likes like, you know, panning shots and really creative uses of yellow. And she's like, how did you know that? It's like, oh no, I don't want to continue this conversation. I don't know anything about movies really. I just know this random like no information about Wes Anderson.
Wes Anderson just loves putting everything dead center of the frame.
Yeah,
he loves that shit.
He loves wide angle shots with things dead center frame with like a lot of fucking
which is between technically what you're not supposed to do. But
and then he fucking loves like the color yellow.
He's a big fan of pink, green, and yellow. He loves them all.
Yeah,
all them bad boys.
And then she was like, "How'd you know it's there?" I was like, "Yeah, I've watched Fantastic Mr.
Eyes?
It's like I watched Fantastic Mr. Fox and the Grand Budapest Hotel. I've watched them. Like, you know, it's just I've saw it for myself." She was like, she got really, really happy about that there. And I was like, okay, well, I've got dinner to eat. If we ever have questions, I'm sure I can answer them. But I mean, I wouldn't be available to do tech support on the regular because and it's because like I'm busy doing my own stuff.
Yeah. I figured like if they knew you'd done streams, they would have asked you to just be involved in the streams, not to do their. Well, yeah, to do the tech support.
No, because they're talking about how the kids like in the area like do like a podcast that's based around like the updates for the area and stuff and like what the community outreach program is doing. So they already got people who are doing the show. I think they just wanted someone who knew more, who could maybe help and educate people on that stuff, which is not a bad thing. Like, I'm not an uncharitable fuck. I'm not going to say no. I'm not going to fucking talk to to help people, but I just don't fucking time.
Jake wants to know what the standing for.
Yeah, I can get into that now. Sorry, I just got very caught up in that story, which happens. Should get green. Full standards of this week. Ocean coming in with top points. Same with Rob. I was saying that Ocean can't.
Yeah. Oh, did Rob get full points?
Rob got full points.
Good on you, boy.
Ocean's points because he's a previous champion doesn't get anything this year.
Naughty Ocean.
He's not applicable till like maybe next year, like when season 5 comes around, because we got to do a full 4 seasons before we can get him back in the fray. So he'll be not applicable to maybe September, which is a shame, but sure.
Okay.
Still can play it like for the funsies. Hanny's got a point in because you dropped a right a point in there, which is all good. Not So Wicked got coming in with full points as well. So Rob and Not So Wicked, of when points are counting, are sitting high and mighty with full, lovely points. Jake's coming in with 9 because he did miss 2 games, sadly.
Kyle just came in.
Kyle just came in as it's ended, sadly. Dean's got points on the board. He's missed a few, but sadly, points don't count anyway at this point because he's a previous champ.
Naughty Dean.
Naughty
Dean.
I put in the wrong points for Mikey there because I put him under Blade Man for 1 comp, so I'm going to fix that there. Mikey came in a little bit late. I know he's having some internet issues, so he dropped in free points up there. Hannah got a point in there. You know, not a bad standing for the week. When it comes to overalls right now, Not So Wicked is still sitting in the lead. Pretty healthy lead as well with 81 points. Not a bad perch to be sitting on. Jake is not far behind though with 73 points. So well done. But definitely strong contenderships here. Third place looks like it is. They fucking do. It's, you know what? Cal's got lucky here, right? He's still in third place with 52 points. But you know what? Kieran's edging in on him. You know, he's not safe in that third place. He could lose out in that third place. You know, Rob's sitting at 42 points though, so Rob's coming in and trying to rack in the points there as well.
If Rob has another like 2 good weeks,
he could get himself into position. Yeah, he could be vying for third. You know, so it's definitely going there. So I mean, it's going to be interesting. I just noticed you ponytailed yourself up.
Yeah.
Please tell me you didn't use the hairband that was on my table.
I did. Why?
It is covered in shit.
What do you mean shit?
Look at the hairband. It's disgustingly black. It's covered in soot.
Soot?
Like from the fucking prism thing.
But all hairbands are black?
No, that's not meant to be black. That's meant to be fucking cream.
Get out of here. Well, I'll just have one. What did... Jake said what games did he miss? What games did he miss?
Let me check. So Jake missed... he's got 9 points, so he missed...
4? Whatever 4 was.
Whatever the 4th game was, yeah. You missed the 4th game, and you missed the 10th game.
One. What was the last one? Darkest Dungeon. Did he get
Darkest Dungeon was one he missed, I believe. I'll double check it though.
Right,
Oh no, he got Darkest Dungeon. My apologies. He's got 10 points.
You absolute.
Apologies, I must have missed that there. So no, he's got 10 points. But it was the 4th game he missed.
Still doing well though.
So that puts him up to, that puts his lead up by another point, 74 then. Still not bad.
Is there still a very comfortable position 2?
Yeah. Hey Jess, how are you doing, man? You keeping well? Right, quitting work on Fridays for the first
Good
few
lad,
weeks.
quit your job to take part in this stream.
Just so he gets that sweet jizz rag for third place, you know. He wants that sweet jizzy rag. That's fine. I'm trying to think. We're on week 10 now, so we've got 4 weeks left of it.
4 weeks after this season, yeah.
4 weeks left, yeah. No, we got week 9. Sorry, we're week 9, so we've got week 9 next. So week 9 brings us to. You look like you're having more difficulty with that than normal. Just trying to tie your hair. Okay, cool. So yeah, got 4 weeks left of season 3, and then we're going to season 4.
Who knows what we'll do for season 4?
God knows, we change up every season. We try to make it a little bit loosey.
Season 4 will just be you have to mail in your answers on a postcard.
Oh yeah,
like we'll
play them, right? We'll play the games, and then
we'll play everything.
You have to send it via post.
We play everything once, and you have to send it via post.
It's going to be the sexiest way to play the game. Yeah, everyone's doing really well this season, and we got 3 different positions going this week for this season as well. So we got first place, second place, and third place. So I think first place gets a t-shirt of their choice. Second place gets a mug of their choice.
And third place gets a bunch of cum. We don't actually know what we'll give the third place. Maybe a coaster or some stickers or something.
Maybe a coasters, yeah. Maybe some coasters. Yeah.
But there'll be cum on it.
Yeah.
There'll be semen involved.
Because we're going to have to order them to our place, right? And then we're going to have to resend them out. So we'll fucking jazz.
We'll put wee kisses on all the.
Hey, maybe we can do a handwritten note congratulating you this time, because every other time we've done it, we've sent it straight from a distributor, but this time we're going to send them out personally ourselves.
Yeah. So we'll dip various body parts. We'll put a wee wee bit of paint on a little peen and then just like dip it, just like
yeah.
whoop.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we could like do like tea bag stains on them, but like with paint.
Yeah.
Tinted. So look out for that, guys. He's ready for it.
Get ready for that.
Doing what I colloquially call job for the last week. How do you people deal with 9 to 5 shit? Responsibilities. If I don't do it, I don't get to have a house over my head.
I don't have a 9 to 5 job. I have a 10 to
you have a
1 o'clock in the morning job.
Yeah, you're on the creative side of things. So your job is whenever you think it's stopping.
To me.
It's one of those ones where like ultimately I'd love to have be working for myself, but like I'm currently
stressful.
It's stressful. I know my current job's stressful, but you know, I feel like we've had this conversation where there's always going to be downsides no matter what type of job you have.
That's true.
So,
that's very true.
But I would like to at least know that the money I was earning and making was going into my pocket rather than someone else's pocket, and then me getting
like me, because you had to give me money to buy a PS5.
No, I don't mind that because you earned that money. No, you earned that money though. I mean, you done a lot of hard work and you earned money. Simple as that. Yeah. So
finally, someone mentioned about my pigtails. Took us long enough.
I was trying to get compliments here. You want to give money?
Shit, I don't know how to do them out of like the side though.
I've never really wore pigtails with any meaning.
Yeah. Or if only there was a woman here. But that's our problem, right?
And you left your girlfriend at home.
That's true.
That's on you.
Also true.
I'm not even earning money. I'm just watching my grandparents and making sure they get their exercise done and the like. I mean, if it's a job though, do you not get any money at all? Like, why is it a job then? Oh, it's a job. Okay. Next time I'll do his pigtails up nice. Make him look like a real
doll.
A real doll. Make him look
So I'll just sit here like this.
Just make him look like the girl from Lollipop Chainsaw. Can't remember her name. Can't remember her name at all.
Her name was Lollipop.
What's it?
Yep. Why do you think she was called Lollipop Chainsaw?
I thought you just really liked lollipops.
No, her first name was Lollipop and her second name was Chainsaw.
I feel like you're fucking with me. It gives you gas, man. That's fair enough. We got a surprise for people today though. Yeah, we always got some prizes, but we've got your latest and greatest tech. What would we call this? Sorry, it's not tech demo. It's
yet another prototype.
It's a prototype. That's the word I was looking for. It's like, what is this? It's something special. You need
you gear it up and then you let people.
I don't know what am I opening here?
You really don't have to open anything.
1 second. I need to connect your controller. Done. Like that fucking stud. But yeah. I think is there any? Oh, fuck, I have nothing. I was gonna say bring me up something, but there's nothing to bring me up. I have no drinks. It's that time of the month where I haven't bought any. Like, I think I drank for the last of my Amber, which makes me very sad. But yeah, so we got his prototype coming up next. So that's interesting. I know he's got one more prototype to go through after this year, and then I think it's back to sort of like initial sweeps on previous concepts and whatnot. I'm looking forward to that. There, the last one he showed us was undersized, and that was really fucking cool. That's where you free. I don't know if you guys, maybe some of you were not in our last few streams where you saw this 2 weeks ago, but he showed off his last prototype, which was undersized, and he completely 3D modeled his whole living room, and you play from the perspective of like a toy come to life, almost kind of like Toy Soldiers, if anyone remembers Toy Soldiers from back in the day. The movie, pretty good movie by the way if you haven't watched it, and interesting sort of perspective of kind of like trying to circumnavigate the obstacles that would be pretty much just furniture and random things, bits and bobs in our rooms, but for a toy that size would be like massive obstacles and massive terrain and all that other stuff. I'm very keen to see what the prototype he's showing us today. I've got a feeling I know what it is, but we'll have to just wait till he confirms. Well, look at this. If it's a fucking stud muffin, it just came through the fucking door. What? Oh, you're just gonna bring yourself in like that.
Way back in
just fucking your way in. So which file the what? Hey, what? Hi, Vardo. You keep well?
Oh shit!
You're looking well.
Yeah, it's our next week's
special guest.
Next week's special guest.
He's already sent me a he know how good he was. He sent me the skippable cutscene. He sent me a skippable cutscene list. He then sent me also the links for trailers, and then give me 5 backup games in case.
What?
That's how prepared he was. I'm gonna
just fuck him.
He's an absolute fucking. He's the.
You can get music on. There's no sound.
Oh right, okay. He's the most ideal guest I think we've ever had in that sense, because like we've asked for people to send us in their cutscenes, and they have done it, but he has just went to like lengths
above
and beyond, yeah, above and beyond. So
looking forward to having you next week, son.
So we're looking really forward to having him there. Just a heads up, I know you're just joking about the sake stuff. Cosmic Bacon hates sake. Don't worry about bringing sake. And don't feel obligated that you need to bring us booze, by the way. I mean, it's a lovely gesture, but I'm just saying, don't feel obligated you need to do that. I mean, he's going to nod and disagree with me, but I mean...
You bring booze.
Bring it. My Twitch is Bray. Is Bra.
Bra.
So do you want to fire over to the to screen on screen game? Yeah, of course.
Let me just...
Get yourself ready.
I'll go have a wee wank first.
Oh, I love it. Have a wee wank first.
Right. So this is our what week is it?
It is week 32, but I mean for you,
this is our 30-second prototype. No, this is our
it's much like you're going to get on
faster. So Freakers. So we're not having green screen magic. This is a game I made. Me and the pigs and blankets guys. We're, as I said before, we're running through a bunch of rapid prototypes at the minute. So this is like, what can you get done in a week? And our brief for this week was like 55 and up. People who are 55 and up play games. You're damn right they do. But they only play certain types of games, and this is one of these games that we think they'll play. Now that I'm sure if this works with, so this might just be a keyboard only game.
If it is, I can just get the keyboard over.
It's just the keyboard.
Can I have the keyboard? Do you need a mouse as well?
No.
Okay. Go for it, my friend.
Basically, what we've made here is a little game called Freakers. So this is a game set in the early 90s. Freakers was a term used for hackers before computers existed.
I was told to watch the movie Hackers.
Yeah, before computers existed. So this is like, Freakers were people who used phones to hack, like payphones and dial tones and stuff like that. Like they would pick like, they would put shit on they would put like little devices on the phones and get like free long distance calls, or like piggyback into people's like phone lines and stuff like that.
That's really kind of cool.
What the brief for the game was like, think of what did these people play, say like 30 or 20 years ago or whatever. What kind of games did they play? So we went for kind of like a PS1. The best way I can describe this game is Persona 2 meets Parasite Eve.
And you done the title screen here?
Yes, this is just a little 90s.
It's amazing how well you've captured the fucking
my proper 90s it is.
Like you've captured the style so fucking beautifully. Like this looks so fucking. This looks like Saved by the Bell style fucking like graphic art.
That's kind of what I was going for.
It's like so fucking perfect.
So God, I hope this works. Are you clicked on it? You click on it.
I think I am clicked on it.
Click on it again. There we go. So
that looks so cool.
If Mari is still in the chat, I didn't name the character after her. The name just popped in my head for some reason because like it's a good hacker name. So this game, we do have like a little PS1 thing running over the top of it. So like obviously this is being rendered in 4K, and then we were just like, wah, get that down to, we want PS1 style graphics. Also your character also 100% moves via tank controls. So you know, like you tank control your way around the environment.
Right.
So the game is split up into the kind of like two separate what would be the idea? Like two separate environments. Like this is you running about, you know, kind of like the real world. So you're kind of like a little ethical hacker who's you're one of the few people who knows about hacking at this point in time. It's the early 90s, so that not that many people know about what you can do with like the internet and phone lines and stuff like that. So you're a freaker, which is, you know, the term. So you go about, you know, you talk to people, you find out, you know, like kind of like what problems they're having in their lives, and you want to, you know, you help who you can, which is why you're running about with a little payphone on your back, because you're fun.
I am really enamored with the art style. I'm not gonna lie.
So the real world essentially it's a thing that exists in, you know, kind of like a day-night cycle. So pretty much like a lot like kind of the Persona games, like you use this real world to go about, you get information from people, you see what problems they're having, you find out stuff about cases, you talk to people, you get information, and then at night you like freak into the phone lines. And then there's like a digital world where you go and kind of like beat the shit out of people who represent, you know, their problems, or, you know, you beat the shit out of like monsters or whatever that represent, you know, like they have someone's being like bullied online. Mm-hmm. You get the information about them being bullied. You go into their phone lines at night, and then you track down the people who are bullying them, and you beat the shit out of like their avatars. And then they're like, oh fuck, my computer doesn't fucking work anymore. So shit like that. So basically you're using hacking to kind of like help people out.
That's really cool.
To try and stick with the kind of like PS1 style, we decided to put this kind of like PS1 like processing over the top of it. So like this is all technically kind of, you know, like new world like modern graphics that we've downgraded to not look worse, but to look more
in the style of the time.
More kind of early PS1 games. So cool. What we've got here is the game it's full of, you know, like fixed camera angles. So like,
oh my god, this is so Resident Evil.
Yeah, as you're running the environment, you gotta, because you're using tank controls, it's much easier to go around environments like this. Because if this was, you know, like free control, you'd be like, oh my character can move so much more than the camera can. So we decided to lock it all down to fixed camera environments. I had an absolutely fucking like whale of a time working all this fucking shit out. Working out, you know, camera angles and like fun little places to put everyone, designing the city, designing the environments that you can run about, designing and animating the characters. As anyone can see, she does have proper 90s light up shoes, so she's got a little
I love the music kind of fits the set as well.
I actually took that out so I could hear what I'm fucking saying. So she's running about with like kind of you know, leather jacket, hoodie. She's like, I'm like, you keeping a low profile or whatever. Yeah. So we're this is set in I would say early to mid 90s, when like kind of the internet and computers and stuff were still a very new thing. Mm-hmm. And you know, kind of the people who knew about it knew a lot more than the general public, if you know what I mean. So like, you're in a position to like kind of help people and kind of sort shit out. So we want to go for something that's like somewhere in between you know, like kind of the character interaction and day-to-day cycle stuff of Persona. Yeah. But with like the RP, like either turn-based RPG fighting, or, you know, like Final Fantasy 12 style fighting, where it's got like an active time battle system where it's kind of just playing out, and then you're just giving them you know, more or less special attacks and when to defend, when to move, and all that kind of shit. We're definitely in the middle of like, we're still figuring out the combat aspect to it, but I was mostly responsible for the visual design and stuff this week. So I spent, you know, this week making this city and animating all the characters and stuff. And we're very happy with what we with what we ended up with. I think this is awesome looking. So we're hoping.
Faradol thinks it's pretty awesome as well.
Thank you.
So does Ocean.
We're hoping, you know, this kind of like slightly retro aesthetic, but with like a very modern slice of life and modern day, you know, design and shit. it'll fit right down the middle between people who used to play these games when they were younger and people who will just see this and be like, oh, this looks cool. Like, okay, I want to give this a go. So yeah, this is what we got done in a few days. I never thought in my entire life I would be making a fixed camera, third person running about hacking social
justice.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it's been very good. We were a couple of days behind the initial. We didn't start off with the strongest week, but we weren't really sure what the idea was, just because it was one of those briefs that was like, oh, you can just do whatever you want, and
without a bit of direction, you can get lost.
Without a bit of direction, you'll be there all fucking day. So this is eventually what we decided on. This RCD Resident Evil 1, 2 fixed camera PS1 style experience, but with modern day gaming implements. So Persona was a big influence. Parasite Eve was a big influence. What else? It's not horror per se, but we're trying to evoke that same kind of like, oh shit, I remember playing games like this when I was younger. So we're trying our hardest to do that kind of shit. Do you want to hack into the central mainframe?
Yeah,
I think I could do a wee bit. So far, this is where we've got with the combat. As you can see, these sweet ass MS-DOS windows. This is more of like the auto battler kind of style, where like you're avoiding enemy projectiles, R-type style, and then you also have your special attacks. Like we said, we're reconsidering, the combat. It's like, do we want turn-based? Do we want a more active time battle system? Do we want, we're not entirely sure what we want. Like we said, we only had a couple of days to do this, but this is what we got done in the few days that we had. You can avoid these bad boys.
It's like for like literally a few days. The fact that there's so much like proof of concept here is wild.
Yeah.
Especially considering these were a little bit like behind on it as well. The word I would use is Cyberpunk. I would suggest reading stuff like Neuromancer to give you ideas if you need them.
Yeah, we definitely looked at all that kind of stuff. We're not necessarily going for Cyberpunk. It's more how people from the 90s looked at computers, which was just like, we don't know what computers are. So we're gonna assume that you can just basically do anything with a computer. So like the movie Hackers was actually quite a bit of a big influence on this. Like I had it on while I was designing some of the characters and stuff.
What the fuck were you watching that on? Because I've been told to watch that and I can't find it on anything. What?
It was on Netflix for a long time, but it's one of those things
there,
like it comes on and off all the
I'm gonna whisper at you. I need you
to tell me that.
Okay.
Yeah, Cyberpunk, it was hard. People looked at things in the 90s, but when you say Cyberpunk now, people just think of Cyberpunk 2099, which is not what we're going for at all. So, well, like I said, it's early days yet. We still have to find our feet with quite a lot of it, but this was more of just a proof of concept, kind of like, would people be cool with like a half dungeon crawler, half social networking, kind of like early 90s. No one had phones. Everyone had to do stuff with like pay phones and landlines and shit like that, and you hack phone networks and you try to help people.
It's very much like takes like a little bit of an influence from almost like Matrix as well, because of the use of phone lines and stuff jacking into systems and stuff.
I would say more of slightly obscure things like Johnny Mnemonic and Scanner Darkly and stuff like that. But like James and David were very they had a lot of influence from kind of like SNES and early PS1 Japanese games that I had like never heard of. There was like a series before Persona and all that existed. And, like,
Devil Summoner.
Even before that, it was like the title literally only exists in Japanese. I was like, I don't even know what the hell this is, but I looked at it. I was like, I can see where you're getting. I can see what you're getting from this.
I think you already read Ocean's comics, so he talks about turn-based there, and I think that's what you were responding to, right?
I originally wanted a turn-based approach, but I mentioned Parasite Eve as a big influence for kind of what I was going for, and James kind of took that and run with it. I meant Parasite Eve was more of just kind of like the overall visual style of it, because it's a very atypical Capcom Resident Evil or Capcom RPG experience, because it wasn't necessarily horror. It was more. It had that same style and presentation of a Resident Evil game, but it wasn't horror. It was sci-fi. So that's what I meant by that. But I would have been happy with a somewhere between an active battle system and turn-based. But I mean, like I said, like if we have the time to develop this game a little bit more, well, you never know. You never know where you're going to turn up with a battle system. But well, yeah, we're pretty happy with getting this sorted out in the time that we did. We think it's a very kind of unique, novel idea. Be happy to work on it. I do like that the walls in here are just MS-DOS desktop backgrounds.
I think that's really cool.
Just going up and down.
I'm getting a lot of like very young me nostalgia coming through on that. Just looking at them.
Yep.
Remember having that Packard Bell?
That's just a big tasty Packard Bell machine.
A big
just
Packard Bell machine.
Big thick laptops, or not even laptops, just big thick desktops.
Desktops that were like bigger than your fucking like room half the time.
Like you've got a table. Oh, that desktop's not gonna fit in that table.
Yeah, you need to get like a reinforced steel table. Yeah.
Need 2 tables. Yeah, this is all we've got done so far. But yeah, I think we're on to a winner with kind of like the style and the design of it all, and we just have to finesse.
So I've got to ask the question. Like, I mean, this is your 4th prototype you've been working on now, right?
Yeah.
Like, see, as you like build more prototypes, do you fall more interested in the more recent ones, or do you still kind of hold a bit like a torch to some of the previous ones a little bit harder?
It really just I love all of them.
They're all your children.
Really do, yeah, they're all my chilly children. Just because just the work that goes into them and the ideas that you kind of think along the way. It's it's not even necessarily stuff that you get out for every prototype, but it's things that you thought while you were designing them. Like if we could have spent a little bit more time, we could have got that out and it would have been great. So that's kind of more what I'm thinking of more than anything else. But like any of the ones that we've worked on so far, I would be absolutely happy to turn into a main game like this included. This would require quite a lot of writing for like story and character development and like fun stuff like that. I don't quite know if we're there yet, but
you'd have to ever like start writing in your spare time, or maybe like just like very much like nudge Tara, go like, do you want to write some stuff for me?
You've read books, come help us. But yeah, I would happily do each of them. I think it was Dean was asking earlier on what about Redshift. We've had 5 weeks with a week off, and we're going into our 5th week. And the 5th week is a free week, which is just pretty much do whatever you want. And then that's what we're gonna work on Redshift over the next week, and then we'll probably pick Redshift as one of the 2 prototypes that we then turn into a final game, just because it's the whole reason that we're on the. It's the whole reason that we're on the program that we're on now. So we had to leave it for a while just because we had to do these in instead. But no, we have not forgotten about it. Don't you worry.
It's staggering the amount of it's just like staggering the amount of creativity. It's like that I've seen in the last 2 months.
I have learned so much in the last couple of weeks. It's insane. Like so much more than I have in years. Like it's crazy.
I don't want to be shady, but like, it shows that maybe your time spent in outside of games maybe weren't being utilized to the best.
I mean, I won quite a few art awards at Outsider Games, but that's all I was doing. I was just drawing like 2D art. I wasn't really getting to make games at all. I was there as an artist and not as a game developer. And at a point, I was just like, I've done this for long enough. I want to actually try and like be responsible for making something instead of just making something that someone else has thought up of. So I'm happy to take on. I have more than a few roles now. Like I've started learning 3D modeling, animation design, all that kind of shit. That's a whole job in and of itself. But I know more than I did a couple of weeks ago, and I am very much enjoying it. So I'm happy to.
It's like you say, there's stress, but it's a healthy stress. Yeah, it's a productive stress.
Yeah, I mean, like I've the last few weeks that we've been doing these prototypes, I've absolutely fucking loved it. Absolutely loved the ever loving life out of it. It's just I've just discovered so many. The possibilities are insane.
Yeah,
and I'm very happy that we took the chance and we're like, right, let's just fucking do it. So
it's incredible.
So this is Freakers.
So like with the Pigs and Blankets stuff, like I mean, obviously you guys are having to like reestablish yourselves inside the Northern Irish like development scene.
Yeah.
Like, has anyone like from other developments had a look in what you guys are doing specifically yet? Like, I mean, I know you probably have some connections inside Northern Ireland developments.
Not even in Northern Ireland development. We have a meeting with I think it's a publisher called Secret Level who are interested in picking up Fatal.
Okay.
So yeah, they're with a week's worth of prototyping, there's a publisher already interested in picking that up as a full game. So we've a meeting with them next week at some point. We'll see how that goes. So
even your off week's still going to be kind of a busy week then.
Yeah,
you're going to be like
got,
you're balancing that plus your next prototype essentially.
They're interested in picking up Fatal. Like I've had enough meetings with publishers and developers that even if them standing literally right in front of you and them saying we are going to pick up this game and publish it for you, that's not a cert. That's
you need to have signature.
You literally just literally only believe it when it actually happens.
Yeah.
So we're happy that we're very happy that they've shown an interest in it. We're going to work hard on getting something kind of made up for it. But at the minute, we don't really have the time to do any more for it than we've already done. But we're very proud of the fact that someone is already interested in looking at it, even though we only had a week.
For people who maybe weren't here when we were checking out the stuff, Fatal, do you want to give a little sort of like TLDR what Fatal is?
Fatal is a shooter.
The mic died for you, apparently.
Hello.
Yeah, it should be working now. Oh, it should be fine. Talking to it.
I talking to what you want me to talking to. I want to whisper into the microphone a little bit.
Fatal is in a mic drop. It back.
Did the fucking wire just come out?
I think wire was just a little bit loose. That's all.
God damn it. Yeah, the company is they're interested in Fatal. Fatal is a boomer shooter that we're making set in kind of like turn of the century World War One or two World War One Ireland.
That would be turn century. So
yeah, you play as a paranormal researcher called Rose who works for an arm of the Irish government, like the paranormal arm or whatever, and you go to investigate a castle, or a factory, I suppose, that's opened up somewhere in the West Country, and it's all very spooky, and you're fighting stuff.
Limerick at it again.
Yeah, the Limerick. The fuck, Limerick. Got it at it again. Somewhere in Limerick, you're at it again. So yeah, they read kind of like the influences and stuff on the game and what we're kind of what we're going to do with it, and they were like, yeah. Okay, I like this. We said that we mentioned that the art style was based on kind of like Dario Argento, those kind of like Italian horror films where everything's very like striking in color. There's a lot of like
I was actually watching stuff with Dario Argento today. Actually, yeah.
We put him down as like a big influence for what the game's going to look like, and they were like, what? We need to hear more about this. So
it's like how many people? Like it takes a real caliber person to go Dario Argento.
Yeah. What are you talking about?
What are you?
Let's have a meeting. So
it's like that's what you're inspired by. Yeah. When was the last time someone said they're trying to do a game based on the style and like cinematography of Dario Argento? Like,
yeah. So we're happy about that. I've just been happy that every day is flying by just because I'm working on like shit that I'm really proud of and stuff that's new and exciting and fun, and it's been good. It's been good shit. It's been good stuff.
Farrell said, "Do you take ideas?"
Talk to me next week. Talk to me in person. See. Right, that's us done with the.
I already feel I know it's an RPG. Like the possibly like evolving like.
See, I think we looked up Fatal. Like we had to be quite. Yeah, when you're thinking of names for games, we actually did look it up, and we were like, yeah, the only Fatal we can find, one was a board game, and two were. Two games that were put in development sometime in the mid-2000s. Nothing ever happened with them, so the game is clear.
Yeah, you can copyright it.
It's a clear title, yeah. It also doesn't stand for anything. It's not, FATAL, It is just the word Fatal because we wanted to go for like a short, catchy title like
especially
Doom
boomer
or-
shooters are good. Like
yeah,
a Doom,
Doom or Cryptic or Blood or
yeah,
you know,
Blood,
whatever.
Fatal.
Zoom. Like this, like the thing,
Like the communications,
like the
app.
telecommunications thing.
Like I'm playing on Zoom. I just voice called some bitch.
Yeah. Yeah, we're that's, or I have absolutely no idea how to use it.
You may want to like Alt F4 on it.
Oh yeah. Yeah, having a lot of fun doing all these prototypes. Good shit. It's fun. A lot of hard fun, a lot of hard work, a lot of late nights, a lot of headaches, but it's always worth it when you get something playable at the end of like 3 or 4 days of development. You think like, oh surely you need more than that to get something, but seriously, after 3 or 4 days, you do get the impression if it's working as a game or not.
Yeah.
And I think we've hit the nail on the head like a couple of times with all our prototypes. So
It's concepts that work, and they got really interesting like niches or slants to them, which kind of make them
See,
very.
when you're a tiny indie studio, that's what you need though. It can be a similar game to things that have been out before, but you need that little
Special
you need
sauce.
that little nibble. You need something that will put yours apart. And we're approaching stuff from a very like games that existed years ago or genres that have just been forgotten, but people still want, but there's just no one making them because someone tells you that these games aren't popular anymore. Like, well, they are. You're just not making them.
You're not making them, or you're not making them in a way that works.
So fuck you. So we've decided to just be like, we're going to have a go at making a few games that I would sit down and play, no problem. Which is everything we've made so far. Like, I would play this.
We're in the bonus stage right now. You know that.
We're in the bonus stage.
Try it again. Didn't even bother changing the feed this week.
Come back.
I forgot. Okay though.
Take it off.
What are you? We are in the free for all now, though. It is basically a time for the free for all where we just kind of
our final segment.
Our final segment where we just kind of chill and chat with the chat and just see how they're doing. We do. I know we've been saying it all for the podcast. We do a Varadol coming next week. Varadol again. I don't know because your internet cut out a lot earlier. I'm saying you don't have to bring alcohol,
But
so
you
don't
should.
feel obligated to.
But you should.
Also, he doesn't like sake.
I don't like sake, but
so if you bring it and he doesn't want to drink it, don't be offended.
even if you bring a case of fucking Rockshore or something, I'll fucking drink that. Exactly.
Yeah, fucking hate Rockshore.
Exactly.
Like I think the only beer I'll drink it. I would drink that, but I think the only thing I wouldn't drink. Tenants.
Can you even buy tenants anymore?
Yeah. That and probably like.
If you bring a bunch of Guinness, we'll all fall asleep.
I'm not saying see if I send you a message of what drinks to bring. I'm gonna give you money when you come down here. Like I'm not having you pay for drinks and not getting paid back for it. Like. So, all right, chat, put him up. We're fighting. We're just gonna start fisting each other.
Bardo, what I want to do is we're going to do another head-to-head quiz. You're going to give this man head, but I have to pick the games. So I need to know what kind of games you play because I made the critical mistake of not asking Totanium what kind of games he plays and then just picking 10. He was like,
I was just very good about. I'm just gonna say I was just very good at the game. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. That'll make it a bit harder.
There's your previous questions are right there, I believe, under that little slip. Yeah. So I mean, we had buzzers and everything.
Oh, we're set to go for it. Like
so, we're set to go. Like
this time, I'm going to be in a green screen nightmare.
This is the thing as well. So like bear in mind as well with this here, like. There's no prizes we won. We go head to head. It's just about the glory.
It's your pride.
It's your pride and glory, like
You know what? Like, did I too? I think I'd actually done.
You had 2 blanks, I believe.
I just swore I'd done 2 that I printed out but didn't say to you.
Really? Shit. Okay. I like to think that I've done well though.
You did. You done very well.
Like there's even ones where like you only get the first line out. Like I know what it is. So, I mean, I'm currently like I'm champ. So like,
Well, I've only done it once, but
yeah,
yes.
I know, but
yes.
but like my title's on the line, so
if you,
I have to bring it.
you have
You have to make it fair now. You can't make it fair
no,
against
that's fine.
fair against me.
I need to know what games that he knows a lot about, so that I'll have to, you know, like, you have to cut the difference somewhere and try and get in the middle.
Oh, that's it.
So we'll see that. Like, it's not going to be 10 Street Fighter questions. For
No,
fuck's sake.
Jesus fucking Christ.
It'll be 9 Street Fighter questions and a Warcraft question.
Still get them all wrong.
Yeah, exactly. What Street Fighter character? Chun-Li. Like,
you didn't even hear what the discussion was?
It's like, what Street Fighter character has great thighs? The answer was Cammy.
True, that could be the case. At that point, you have to differentiate, like, where's a green leotard or where's like a blue dress?
That's the second half of the question, but
Yeah.
you'd already buzzed twice at that stage, and I just had to shut you up.
Yeah. So we do have that going as well.
Yeah, we'll think of a couple of things to do.
We're
It'll
going to
be
have a
fun.
lot of fun next week with
It'll
it.
be good. It'll be good shit. You
But
know
again,
what? See you next week.
Yeah.
How about if I sit there?
Go on, go ahead.
I won't do that
Works
because
for
I'll
me.
be like the mediator.
I have to sit where you're sitting then.
That's fine. Wait,
We'll have to switch our accoutrements.
what are we switching?
Well, I have my polar bear and you
Oh,
have
that's
your-
true. Yeah, that's fine.
That's fine. You can sit there. I can sit here. All right, yeah, you can sit here. I can sit there. On set night, I'll have to operate the deck for once.
I think you can manage it.
Maybe.
I think.
Maybe.
I think you'll be alright.
Then you won't have your buttons.
I will. In my heart.
In your heart. You
In my heart, I'll have my
won't
button.
have your that makes sense button though.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So yeah.
Does make sense because I'll be sitting in another chair. We'll see what happens. We'll think of some fun three people. We'll have a threesome essentially.
Dude, I swear to God, if you don't stop that, I'm gonna break your Nico kneecaps.
That's for all you cat guards out there.
I had to edit that one because like there was like a good 20 seconds, not 20 seconds, maybe 10 seconds for it, where it's a bunch of like anime goes Nico chan, and then like this sound effect will go on for like 20 seconds. That could be annoying.
I think we'll try and get a shorter one next week. Just a punchier one. Just like a one that would work between 3 people.
Yeah. It's Nico knee, fake weeb girl.
Which one of us is she calling a fake weeb
Probably
girl?
me for like not understanding exactly what those things were.
Better not be talking about me. I ain't no fake weeb girl. I ain't even no girl.
I'm in danger.
Oh yeah. Jacob will be in danger if he ever comes into this house.
I feel like we can never hear the sounds, which is annoying, but sure. But I can't pull them out. I can't put them up by hair or they'll deafen the stream hears them fine.
Yeah.
We don't.
We don't hear them very much. Or do we?
I hear them on my normal stream. It's just because of the background noise, the background music.
Too much music.
Yeah, big music allergy.
Yeah, we're gonna have we'll have a big old hairy threesome. That'll be good shit.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll make bread, bring bread down, then we'll just eat bread on the stream.
That could be cool.
Just a bread eating stream.
That'd be good because the bread would help soak up the alcohol.
Would it though?
Yeah, because that's
We'll
how bread works.
We'll see.
You gonna put alcohol in the bread?
Put booze in it. This bread tastes like vodka, and then you're just
what is this Guinness bread?
What?
This what?
I could make that.
Yeah, because there is like a Guinness sweetened.
Yeah,
I would
you-
eat that. I would eat the shit out of that.
Yeah, but
a
it's
little bit of butter.
It's very dry though. Yeah, you
Try to send a little bit of butter. You know,
yeah, butter the life out of it, like.
I could get butter.
But it's good shit.
Good check.
Hey man. So why is everyone?
Yeah, we're all good. We're all
Chat,
good.
let us know what you're doing. Tell us.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be good fun. But yeah, like that's our plans for next week. This week's been, I don't know, this week's episode felt chill.
Very chill.
Very chill.
A classic episode, as you would call it.
classic.
PvP
Yeah.
classic.
PvP classic.
Penis versus penis classic.
Yeah.
If anyone asks me what it stands for, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
What does the PvP stand for?
Particularly voluptuous people.
Penis versus penis.
It's okay then. If I bring drinks, can we?
No, I'll get it. No, you got it last time. I'll get it. I'll get it.
That's two things. We're like, nah.
Someone's being decked.
There's going to definitely be if you bring drinks down and you give me alcohol, I will have a Mrs. Doyle moment. Even when he brings drinks down, have to have money.
You see, I'm just going to be an impartial third party, and I will just drink them and not give a fuck.
I just feel, I just feel guilty to have a guest on the show when they're really kind of like doing us a favor by like enhancing
By
the
making
show.
sure we don't have to talk to each other for another week.
I love talking, but that's okay. Then seems like you're a real bully to me this week. What the fuck?
Because I'm drunk and you're not. Well, I'm not drunk, but I've been drinking.
I'm about to say you're not drunk.
God, you should see what happens to Tara when I've been drinking. She beats the shit out of me.
Because you say something
Because I
wrong.
can't feel it.
But you probably said something stupid. You deserved it.
No, it's just like, oh, here, I love you. She's like, oh, do you? Oh, you fucking love me now.
That's what you get for fucking.
They just fucking, she just whips me. Yeah, it's good shit.
Good. I'm and in danger apparently.
Oh, you're in danger, all right.
Oh, if she hits you, you fall asleep, aren't you? She can't move.
I've done that once, actually. I didn't fall asleep on her. I fell asleep with my arm over her. And
Sure, was a pretty like. I mean, muscle's heavy though.
She couldn't move my arm out of the way.
I'm saying muscle is heavy, like.
But come on, you could just like eventually you could get enough like momentum.
Maybe that's what I was saying. So
Surely
maybe,
you can
know
get
what happened though,
momentum.
right? You were probably passed out and you felt the movement, and then you subconsciously
Started going with her.
It's like you're going nowhere.
I know. I've only done that once. I've known her for like 7 years. I've fallen asleep on her once.
It's not bad, like. Although, like, if you can't fall asleep on her, who can you fall asleep on?
That's very true.
That's what partners are for. You fall asleep
This
on
guy?
each other.
He would love it if I fell asleep on him. Can't be doing that.
But yeah. Most those bottles are bubbling up like fuck this week. You bubbly boys. Yeah. I couldn't drink this week. Like, if I had any alcohol this week, I would have probably passed out probably about 9:30.
On the FL bag.
No,
Well, we're nearly. We're at the final stretch.
No. Because I still have to like stay up after this and like export things and stuff. I want to be able
to.
I like to do that. I like to have my Saturdays. Know what I like my Saturdays to be? Zero fucking work. What I would like you to do? No, seriously, please don't. Just enjoy your. What the fuck is it? Just a silver tin. What is this mystery? Oh no, it. Oh, I see why you're giving. You don't like this.
It's, you like pale ale.
Yeah, but you don't like this. That's why
You like pale ale more than I do.
I do. True.
It's a no to cider then. If you bring down,
I drink cider.
Angry Orchard.
Angry Orchard's
I
beautiful.
will put the bottle up my ass.
Angry Orchard's good
drink
shit.
it that way. I fucking love Angry Orchard. It's good shit.
And I've got loads of ice downstairs, so that works.
Fine.
Keep fucking resting my arms on
A
drinks.
big bottle of Strongbow. No, God, no, don't bring
Really? Really? What was I going to say? I feel like they're better armrests than they are drinks.
They could be both.
Thank you, but I realistically, you know what I like my Saturday be? Fuck, I can smell it. No wonder you. Yeah, that's heady.
Pale ales
really-
are a bit.
They're hit and miss.
They're
They can
either
be-
great or they're terrible.
Yeah, there's no middle ground with them.
Yeah.
I like my Saturdays to be zero fucking work. I like to not have to fuck around much. It's kind of my jam.
Yeah.
I need you to log into the Twitter account again though, because I keep forgetting to ask you to do that.
Oh yeah, sure.
Because I'm having to tweet from my phone when I'm trying to tweet out about InfoByte, and
Right.
what I'm having to do is having to send the file to my phone and then like upload them from my phone out to the fucking Twitter. And it's just like I would like to just be able to schedule
Sure, I'll
this
do it.
fucking tweet.
Yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it once it's done.
So last week I won't lie, I was mad into Overwatch because like, you know, Saturday's my Overwatch day. If I'm not playing games like on stream, honestly, I'm just playing Overwatch.
Cool.
You know, and I'll probably be playing Overwatch a bit tomorrow, if I'm honest, because it's like the anniversary thing where all the skins are available, so I can buy buy sexy Mercy.
The Halloween Mercy.
Yeah. You know, she is truly my one and only bae.
See, I
Did
know
I hear Overwatch? You did.
Farah doesn't get any sexy skins, which is annoying because she's the best.
Guess we all have our preferences.
Whatever.
The problem is though, she's too busy in the sky. No one can get near her.
But you can look up though. Be like,
Yeah, but like Mercy's got that like that tenderness of like, I will heal you. Don't worry, you're not going to die on me. You're like, damn right, sexy lady.
upskirts.
I won't die.
Hold on. Not to Wicked, tell me that there is a sexy fire skin. I need photographic proof of this. Could someone just
I mean, I could Google it.
Google it? See if I agree with this or not.
Life.
Oh, I was wrong. Yes.
and then there's some tasteful like.
That's some fan art if I've ever seen it.
That's a tasteful fan art.
If you're going to do fan art of a costume, that's a good costume to do fan art of. Well done. Okay, right. It's all right. Blizzard know what they're doing. I'll give them money. It's fine. Good shit. Done.
He's appeased.
Solid. A plus. You have a bunch of whispers. Is that from the thing?
Yeah.
Oh, never cleared them. Never cleared that last one. Oh, okay, no, you didn't. Thank you, not so wicked.
That's something like. What is that back end? Seriously.
Burn tires, feet.
Oh.
Probably fruit. It's not.
It's mesquite.
I'll do it. That'll do.
It's mesquite. That's what it is.
I do need to present an info bite.
Yeah, really do.
Technically, it was my idea, I think. And then you were like, right, well, I'll do it this week. It was like, right, I'll do it next week. And then it's like 7 weeks later. I haven't done it yet.
In all fairness, it's not like I've told you not to come near it.
True. I just have
No fucking time.
No free. See this here? This is my free time. You're watching my free time happen. A road as I'm here. And when I wake up tomorrow, I will do more work for other shit.
I mean, if you got free time next week because you're technically not working.
I mean, we're doing redshift, so I'm still working.
Okay,
like,
then I thought you had it off.
It's slightly
you said off week, I misinterpreted it.
It's slightly less pressure.
Oh, okay.
Because we already have the game.
I'm so tempted to do it at some point. I'm like so tempted to like get you. Oh, I gave you a camera that's decent, so you got a good camera now. I'm tempted to just buy it.
Well, I would just use my DSLR.
Yeah, well, I could. Yeah. Actually, because I'm looking to buy a new capture card, and you could always just use that capture card to capture at that point.
Oh.
And I'd be just tempted to send down like the other board, maybe, and secure the plug so it's not a danger, and then.
Those tips.
Yeah. And then.
Oh, I know he's super good at it, but I also wanted to have a go at it, and I haven't
send a
done
mic
that yet.
down with you, and then have you bring the mic up every week, and then so you can like record a bit for yourself and send it to him.
We'll see.
What else? I'm not super good at it. I'm terrible. Like
he is good at it.
I'm very.
I know he's good at it.
See last week's one. I just wung it. It was the first time I didn't use a script was last week, and you can tell because I just yammered on for 15 minutes about how mental Epic and Apple are, and you can tell. Like last week was the first non-scripted one. Like they're all. Just saw
Dean, you dirty bastard.
Just coming in telling me a sexy man.
Sexy.
But like I know last week was probably like it was very experimental because I just wung it. It was like I'm just gonna kind of like play this loose because there was just so much weirdness and there's just no if I structured it properly it would took an hour because the absurdity of some of the things that happened in that courtroom was like at one point it's like Apple were trying to get Epic to admit there's porn on their store. I don't know what they're trying to prove with that point in their court case, but they were like, Apple were like for like 10, 15 minutes really tried to get Epic to admit there's porn on the Epic store, which to my knowledge there's not. Like I've not seen it. Maybe I've missed something.
There could be like slightly
porn game, but I think they were trying to like go
thirsty
because like Steam's got porn games on
proper porn. It has
proper porn games on.
Like,
I think Apple might have been trying to fucking like
insinuate that they had the same thing.
Yeah,
but they don't.
That they don't. So I was like, what the actual fuck? Like there was so much just like weird. At one point they had like they had people point like the head of Epic point out, can you point to the PlayStation 5 for me, please? Can you point to the Nintendo Switch? Can you point to the Xbox Series X?
The PS5 has Galgun on it, which is just porn.
Really?
So yeah, that's Galgun.
Oh shit!
Galgun 1 and 2. You're getting unanimous praise in the chat here, which I agree with.
I just want to hype PUBG up because
no one ever says I'm good at anything. So.
I appreciate the kind words. I watch my stuff back and then cringe a little bit because I realize like,
everybody does that.
I always like I stammered there. I could have took a breath there and maybe not tried to rush the sentence out. Like little things like that.
When I'm putting these things up on YouTube, I'm like, I need to just don't stop quick enough to hear us talk.
Yeah, it's like it's one of those things where like it's real pain point. It's like I have to like go in and make sure that because what happened, I was doing one this morning for one of the news articles, and I was playing for it, and there was just one point where the mic kind of just went like what happened earlier, like it just for like a few words it kind of conked up, but the rest was fine. I was like, I can't use that because like that was important words, and I had to go fucking shoot it again.
Words,
But there's things like that there. You have to go back and rewatch your stuff to make sure the audio is great, balance the EQ on the audio because I'm constantly rebalancing that shit. But honestly, I come out cringing every fucking time.
I still want to put together like a reel of that Fallout video, but it's just so much.
Oh, it's 9 hours.
So much video. Like
so much video
to
fucking like go for it. We just do not have time to like pick out the funny parts of that video.
I've still got them sitting there and I see them and I'm like, maybe today. And then I'm like,
it's just so much work.
I have so much work to
through
do.
9 hours of a stream and picking out like the funny bits is just.
There was plenty of
That
them,
would
though.
be 2 days worth of work. Never mind.
Yeah.
Like, cause like that's 9 hours of video. Like you have to watch 9 hours.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
If anyone wants to help, let me know.
I wouldn't be comfortable wishing that on someone. I don't even want to wish that on you. And it's me in your throat.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You could do that easily, really.
I had fucking big balls over here.
I mean, look,
He knows what he's doing. No?
yeah, he's like Ocean doesn't get enough credit for the stuff he does. Ocean's production quality is it infuriates me because I'll watch his stuff and I'll go,
It's very.
why can't I do that?
Yeah. Because you don't have enough tank tops.
I don't have. Oh, is that what it is? It's like one of those things where I gotta look at him like it annoys me, like why can't I do that? And I know why. Because I don't have the skill or the time to learn what the skill is.
Right.
So it's like, and I know there's a rational reason. I'm like, he's fucking great at this, and it's really annoying me that he's able to do this, and I fucking can't. And I do. One of those things where like, you know, it's inspiring, but it also angers you because you want to. You're kind of like you're just internalizing like, why can't I be better?
If he ever comes over here, we're just gonna steal him.
It's gonna stay. I would
just keep him here. He'd just be over there
in
in the corner.
You know what I would do? I would
Turn
convert
videos.
I would convert the living room, which is not just a cinema for me, and just turn it into his
It's
bedroom.
essentially just a room with a big TV in it.
The TV is huge.
It is a big TV.
55. I didn't think 55-inch TVs were that big, and then I was like,
They're
oh,
literally
no.
55 inches.
I was like, I looked at it, I was like, oh no, this is dangerous.
This is too big.
This is absurdly big. This is like
Oh, no.
I can't fit this in me. So, you know,
I can't sit on this. What the fuck?
lock me in a cupboard and work away. I'll slip the odd. Please help me and everybody.
We can't lock you in a cupboard because then I wouldn't get to stare at you.
I go through.
I could lock you in a glass case. How about that? I'll put you in a big glass box.
I wouldn't even do that. I would make a bed for him, a lovely bed. I'd cook him dinner. Do you like
you
ball
gotta
nest?
keep them on edge.
Do you like ball nest? I make ball nest tomorrow.
That's where they get all their creative juices from.
You're bad cop. I'm good cop. So you're like, boy, do more of this. And I'm like, it's okay.
And you're
dear.
doing the same thing, but with a dildo.
Yeah, but
Like,
I'm like,
here,
it's
take this.
okay, dear. It's okay, dear. Have some spaghetti. You know.
And then I'll push the spaghetti into his mouth.
Maybe if we lock him in a cupboard for 11 odd years, see what people. True.
I don't even
Oh,
understand that.
we could get him to take on the real villain, J.K. Rowling.
Oh Jesus. Yeah.
Take that, you turf bitch.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we could do that. Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, here, weird news, but I didn't put it in part of the info bite because I forgot. Did you see like Warner Bros. Restructured their whole fucking business? So like a lot of the studios are going in opposite directions now.
No.
Yeah, like they're like massive reshuffle of like AT&T because I think AT&T own Warner, and they're
No, wait. It's Time Warner is the thing. AT&T is the T. It's one of the T's in AT&T, and then Warner is the it's like A B, and then they join together to make AT.
Well, AT&T
the
AT&T department of like whatever the fuck that parent company works and operates like is like segmenting studios off and they might be selling studios. They might be not selling studios. They might be just putting them under different divisions now. It's very, very strange. A lot of questions. No one really knows what's going on there.
As far as news goes, I did hear, and this was confirmed earlier on today, that Time Splitters is coming back, which is nice.
That is Deep Silver bringing that back.
It's not.
The studio who's bringing it back is Deep Silver. You can't give a go at me. They're the ones.
I'm more like, I'm annoyed at that,
right?
Because it's not Free Radical, because they were great.
No, they're bringing back Free Radical. So Deep Silver are the publisher, and they're actually bringing back the original Free Radical guys.
Okay, I'm okay with this.
So Free Radical. So it's okay.
Right, good. I
apologize.
You stepped me off there. I was like, I'm going to get.
I'm
really,
so sorry that I set you off there. I'm so sorry I snapped at you there.
I'm going to have an angry heart on here in a minute.
I'm so sorry I snapped at you there. I didn't mean to do that, but yes, no, they're bringing back the Free Radical heads creatives and the original people who worked on Time Splitters.
Just read that last sentence from Tara there.
No. I like him, but no.
Is that confirmed like a movie or what?
It's downstairs.
It's downstairs.
At the Blu-ray.
They're rebooting Highlander with Henry Cavill.
I don't like that.
Is Henry Cavill funny?
I don't know.
Because
I've only ever seen him in,
funny.
I've only seen him in like Superman and Witcher, and he wasn't really funny, and it was more stoic. Probably stoic in Witcher.
I'm pretty sure Henry Cavill does seem to have a pretty good sense of humor about him. So
Highlander had 4 movies, mate.
Highlander had 4 movies and several seasons of a TV show.
Yeah, like Highlander went on.
It is a franchise. It's a bad franchise because the first one is good.
The first one's great.
And the second one I had to turn it off halfway through because it's terrible. Oh, I see. There was only one film.
Ah.
I mean,
okay, that was meta.
He's not wrong.
He meta there.
He's not wrong at all. Shit, it was going to have to happen eventually. Who's going to do the new soundtrack?
Me. It's going to dub over like Freddie Mercury's vocals.
I hate the soundtrack, the Highlander. It's the kind of magic. Fuck off. Great song.
I am of a different opinion than you. I kind of love the It's Kind of. I would say the It's Kind of Magic album is probably my favorite Queen album. Princes of the Universe, man. Just Give Me the Prize. They're all great songs.
It has as many just ill-fitting, terrible, out of place songs as it has okay songs.
I like it, man. It resonates with me.
Sheer Heart Attack is the best Queen album.
Difference of opinion here. I mean, I'm not saying it's a bad album.
It's all right,
I mean, it's an opinion, so I'm not wrong.
Who's going to replay Juan Sanchez Villalobos Ramirez? Or even the Kurgan? Just get Clancy Brown still alive. Just get him to do it again.
Oh, dude, can I play?
No.
Can I not be a Spanish?
You can't be a Spanish Egyptian. Japanese.
Marries a Japanese wife.
Japanese man.
Why not?
Did you just no?
I could have a really inappropriate accent for a Spanish person.
You're being racially insensitive. Stop it.
So was he?
Yeah, but he's Sean Connery. He's loud.
Oh, so he's allowed to punch his wife and be racially insensitive by playing a Scottish man's accent across a Spanish person that's from Egypt that marries a Japanese wife, but I can't.
Yeah, because he's Scottish and you're not.
I'm just as belligerent if I wanted to be. I could punch my wife. Add one.
Where's your wife? I mean, I guess it was only a matter of time before they rebooted Highlander. I guess. I assume the fact that they've cast Henry Cavill, I assume, as Connor McLeod.
Yeah, it would have to be Connor.
To be fair, he is English.
Yeah.
That means that they're going for a super beefcake version of Connor McLeod, and the whole point of being a Highlander was that you just
every man just suddenly was immortal.
Yeah, you don't need to be 6'3" and 260.
I guess that's just Hollywood for you though at this point.
I suppose.
Oh, you know what? Maybe you know who Ramirez is. Thing.
Dave Bautista. I don't know.
No, I can't remember.
Harvey Weinstein.
No, I can't. No. Why?
Wait, who did you say there?
I was gonna say the guy who played him originally. Wait. Played Connor originally.
What role?
As Ramirez.
Oh, you think it could be
like he plays a cameo?
Christopher Lambert.
Oh, Christopher Lambert.
Oh my God, Christopher Lambert as Ramirez. That would be great.
That would
actually be quite good. All right, I'm in. I'm into this reboot that
we've cast.
That we're fan casting in our head.
Yeah,
that would be because he does have an odd accent.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. And it would make sense because like he it's the bridge between the two versions.
That is maybe something they should look at.
Yeah.
Because he's still acting.
Yeah.
He just acts in French movies now, because he's French and shit.
Yeah.
But I mean, like at least he's still an actor. He's still active.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I mean, like he was half tempted to come on for the last Mortal Kombat. I think it just was like
right.
I think it was just other circumstances that he was like, I can't, guys. Maybe COVID,
Or I can't, guys. That, you know what? If they okayed that, I would watch it.
Yeah.
I would watch it infinitely more.
What's wrong with Mike Myers?
Like
someone say something wrong with Mike Myers?
The guy who killed his sister or the comedian?
What are we talking about Mike Myers for? Have I missed something in the chat? I'm so confused, Vardo. Where was Mike Myers is an actor.
Is not good.
Yeah, he's really not. And I think like the Austin Powers movies are a bit boring. And they kind of repurposed a lot of the Wayne's World jokes, but sure.
They were about 15 years ago.
Yeah.
So
But even then, like, I mean, like when I went back and I watched like one of the Austin Powers movies, like that's just the jokes from Wayne World. Just like they've just changed the end recipient of the joke. If you know what I mean, like it's the same sort of like setup and punchline. He kind of does reuse the material.
Oh, he's
a bit.
not Scottish. I get it. So it's like a Shrek joke.
Oh, I've never watched Shrek.
I'm not Scottish.
I'm aware of what Shrek is. I've actually just never watched it.
I'm sure you've watched one Shrek movie. Okay.
Why would I have watched the Shrek movie?
Okay.
I actually haven't watched the Shrek movie.
I think I've
never watched them.
1 and 2. Or Justin Timberlake's in one of them, and then there's a fourth one. I don't know.
He's in it? What the fuck's he doing?
The man. Or someone with a voice. I don't know.
Okay. No, but I've seen like clips of it like on because you can't. It's ubiquitous over the internet at this point. You can't like be on the internet not seeing.
You're well aware of what Shrek is.
I'm well aware of some like the scenes of it, but I've never actually sat down and watched the movie.
That in the first movie, at some point, a donkey fucks a dragon.
Yeah, like that was a big meme. Of course, I know that.
He must have a huge penis. Or that dragon has a
well,
tiny,
it is that whole thing
vagina.
like how you must have a donkey dick, right?
Yeah, but what if the dragon just had a really tiny vagina?
Well, I mean that's probably what happens to some people in real life.
Tiny vagina syndrome.
Tiny vagina and a huge penis interacts with it.
Is that what happened to you?
Yeah, I have a really, really tiny vagina. And you have the huge penis.
Oh my.
Oh my.
Right. Should we bust out of here? I think that's a natural ending to the show.
What a weird natural ending. Yeah, I guess. Guys, I want to thank everyone who came and hung out with us today. Obviously, we have a blast doing this here. 8 fucking months and we're going strong.
Wow.
Just wait till we get the year mark.
Remember when we just started and we're like, we'll see what happens.
Wait till we get the year mark and then we cancel it. It's like we get the end season 4. We're done, guys. That was our quarantine project. We're done.
As soon as we're all back outside again, fuck all y'all.
Never see us again.
Yeah.
No.
Never streaming another day of my fucking life.
Please don't. No, we're not going to. It's just a joke. Obviously, I'm going to be back. I'm going to be back on Sunday for Mass Effect. I'm going through Mass Effect 1 at the minute. Having a blast with that there.
Me too.
You're going through Mass Effect as well. But if you haven't already done so, guys, we've got the YouTube channel down below. We've been like, you know what? We're getting slow progress on that there. It seems like every week we get an extra subscriber from somewhere. So that's,
yeah.
So we're getting there.
I assume YouTube's all tapped out.
It's one of those things where like it's a slow go. Like you don't get much going, until it's a slow growth. It's a slow process. But I'm still having fun making the videos, But we do have the next info bite coming tomorrow, which is a bit more traditional structure with 2 stories. And kind of walk through those there. So those are interesting. One, we start off really super depressing, and the other one then we end up with a really super confusing story. So it's kind of cool. But
I would rather be compressed.
Compressed.
Would you rather be compressed or confused?
By the end
or
of it,
compressed. Yeah, I'd rather be compressed.
So, but you can check that out, guys. That'll be on the YouTube channel tomorrow from 4:00 UK time. If you're not already, head over there and check the YouTube channel. You can check on the link below the player. Of course, give us a wee subscribe, show us some love, like and comment, all that jazz. All really helps. We'll probably see yourself probably at the next
right.
Player Talk show.
The news article she sent me says Henry Cavill circling Highlander reboot for Lionsgate. So that's just, it might happen. That's not confirmed at all.
Okay, so there's nothing locked in or anything.
It might.
I mean, give him a month. It's like Henry Cavill circles Crow remake or something.
Who knows?
I do not want to see him in the Crow. Actually, why did I put that energy?
No, that's fine. I'll never remake it. Right, let's get the fuck out of here.
Yes, we have to go, guys. So we're gonna love yous. We're gonna have to leave yous, but if we're lucky, we'll see you on the next one, guys.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You had to, didn't you? You just fucking had to.
All right, where did I end it?
You went past like several folders. Go into the main folder. There you go.
Oh, for God's sake, confirmed on this. I don't take any information from Instagram. Boo. Bye, everyone. Love you. Oh my God, I can't wait to get home and just touch my penis.
Been a hard week, has it?
It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be a hard week. All right.
A hard week that just got harder.
This week's about to get harder.
My God, he done what no one else could do. Touch his penis. Wanna know why? It's intimidating. Some people are just kind of going in there and like, how am I going to handle this?
What's going on here? Oh, we're going to need a team in here. What's crack?
We're going to need a team in here. I don't think that'll fit too well. We're going to need to get some clarified butter. Try and get it, squeeze it in. Squeeze it in that penis. So Claire
Put some yeast on that penis.
oh God, yeasty penis
a
sounds
big
like the
yeasty
worst.
penis.
God, you know what? It reminds me of the fucking article I read a few years ago where something made like bread from her. Like,
People
vagina yeast.
are still doing that.
Still?
Oh yeah.
Still, I
That's a very like hear me roar kind of thing. It's like, nah, just go buy a loaf, you fucking dirty bitch.
It's like, not an ideal situation
No,
to be
I
doing
don't want to
that.
eat your fucking flaps dust. Go away.
Oh God, crop dust in your bacon station.
Not good. Like, not good.
That's grim. So grim. Jesus Christ.
Bye, everyone. See you next week. Mwah.
Big kisses.